set. Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another Watchalong, guys. Uruguay versus Brazil, Copa America. Well, a lot of people deem as a final. Two teams who are powerhouses in South America. And exciting clash. Bielsa's Uruguay versus Dorival Jr. Brazil. His Brazil. But guys, this is the lineup for the match. Let me show you guys really quickly. But for Brazil, you have Alisson Becker, Arana. Okay. Plays in the Brazilian league. Okay. Marquinhos, Militao, Danilo. In the midfield, you have Bruno Guimarães, Gomez from Wolverhampton. All right. That's a new face. You have Rafinha, Paqueta, and Rodrigo. And something that caught me so off guard, Endrick is starting. The 17-year-old striker from Palmeiras, set to go to Madrid, is starting. That's crazy. And then obviously in Uruguay you have Darwin Nunez, you have Palestri, De La Cruz, Maximiliano Araujo, who did have that neck injury in the previous game. I believe it was against the United States. I believe. He did have to come off with a brace, and he's fine. You obviously in the midfield you have Guarda and Valverde, solid midfield. In the back you have Nandes, Araujo, Oliveira, and Viña, Rochette in goal. And it's going to be an interesting match, boys. It's going to be an interesting match. Let me bring this here. And score predictions. How do you guys think the game is going to end? Let me see. Colombia beat Panama 5-0. So whoever wins this match is going to be facing Colombia in the semifinals. I have Uruguay going. Wow, so 45-48. So Brazil are the favorites for this match. Huh? Why is that? Interesting. Move this really quickly, boys. All right. Uruguay versus Brazil. Las Vegas, Nevada. All right. Rochette. No. Let me bring it up the audio for you guys, boys.
Since 2004, this is a high-octane team. We talk so much about
there we
the
go.
way in which they put teams under pressure. De La Cruz, Ugarte, and Valverde. Valverde captaining the team once again. And then Maxi Araujo, if you remember, he went off in the 21st minute against the United States in what looked like a very nasty injury. Well, he's back in the starting lineup. All scans were negative. Darwin Nunez starts up front and Palestri on the right. Then for Dorival Jr., Alisson starts in the nets. These look pretty consistent in the back. Danilo, the captain, on that right-hand side. Big center back pairing in Marquinhos and Militao. Middle of the field, Lucas Paqueta. He's a player that will look to combine, but also late runs into the box could be a key. And then the big news up front, we've been talking about the 17-year-old.
And Vinny isn't even starting, bro.
His first start for Brazil all night.
Oh, no. Vinny's suspended for this match. What am I saying?
His debut at the under-17 and under-23 level for Brazil. Can he do it again today as Vinny Jr. looks on?
Vinicius Jr.'s been playing for Brazil for 5 years now.
He was suspended in the game against Colombia. That's why he wasn't able to play this game. I was thinking, what, like Vinicius benched? How? But then I remembered, nah, never mind. It's because he was suspended.
And Vinicius Jr.
He picked up the yellow.
One of the few games in which they both missed was their first ever home World Cup qualifying loss against Argentina in the fall. So can 17-year-old Endrick be the spark that lifts them over an incredibly impressive and relentless Uruguay team? And really, if you're a neutral fan, you can't lose, because Colombia waiting for the winner of this game for Wednesday's semifinal in Charlotte. Whoever comes out of this, that is going to be a terrific semifinal. And this might be a terrific battle as well.
That's a big decision starting Endrick. That's a big decision.
Designated home team La Celeste wearing the sky blue they've been wearing since 1910. Brazil have been sporting the famous canary yellow since 1954. Uruguay won
1954.
the group for the first time in their Copa
Roughly
America
what,
history.
70 years?
Outscored their opponents 9-1. Best goal differential of any team at this tournament. except since they last won the Copa America title in 2011, they have never gotten past the quarterfinal round, including losing penalty shootouts in each of the last two.
Wow, that's surprising.
Who led them past one big psychological hurdle already in the fall. As for the first time in 23 years, they won a game against Brazil. The Brazil of 5 World Cups. The Brazil that's won more Copa America titles than any team this century. But is Dorival Jr.'s Brazil that Brazil? That's the big
Dorival Jr.
as they go into this big stakes game with their two most dynamic
undefeated as manager. But he did become the coach in January.
What exactly is the plan for Brazil as shorthanded as they are up front?
Yeah, well, a big question is
no Neymar, no Vinny, no Richarlison, no Gabriel Jesus.
I expect him to be dropping underneath, trying to get space and turn, and
instead you're relying on Rodrigo, Endrick, and Rafinha.
As well. So look, for this Uruguayan team, we know how they're going to play. They're going to play, here they come, exactly this: powerful, strong, vertical, putting Brazil under pressure. Darwin Nunez already.
And that's going to begin as a goal kick in the end. Cedar Militao came across to make the play.
The other part of the game for Uruguay, and I want to see what we see from Brazil.
And those are teammates, Alisson Becker and Darwin Nunez.
Of the match, and having to mix it up in moments, and second balls, long direct ones. Who can pick up those second balls and then create chances off of that? Uruguay want to play the game in Brazil's half.
Brazil are ranked 4th. That's surprising. Look at the population difference. Brazil have a population of almost 217 million, and Uruguay of 3.5, 3.5 around there.
Jeremy Arana was making a run forward. It's knocked away, and then a collision on the outside.
No foul.
That's going to be just given as a goal kick. Is Pelistri
no foul on Pelistri. Oh, me.
I just wonder if the referee tonight, Dario Herrera, doesn't feel that Pelistri can get to this ball because it was a pretty heavy touch from him as he gets around the corner there. And yeah, I think that's the right call. Marquinhos is actually trying to get out of the way, and he runs himself into it. So something to notice here defensively for Uruguay. They're man-to-man right now for Brazil. So you've got the 2 strikers pressing up high. This is where it's really great turn there from Endrick. And important because what Brazil have done there in build-up, they've split the center mids and leave that avenue right down the middle to find him on those passes. But you have to take care of the ball, and he did really well there just to be able to turn out of that pressure.
And Matias Oliveira immediately fouls him, and that's something you brought.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be like the first performance in which I've seen of Endrick.
They're going to want to disrupt it, and how did Brazil handle that? How does the referee handle that? Might be an interesting part of this game.
Oh, Darwin Nunez explained.
Darwin Nunez saw his 7-game goal-scoring streak end Monday night against the United States. Just the 10 goals in the last 8 then.
There we go.
And that's going to, again, peter out for a 3rd early Brazil goal kick.
So Brazil leads the all-time meeting. They've only lost 21 times against Uruguay.
1916 South American Championship. And yet Uruguay's win in World Cup qualifying in October was their first.
Yo, what's up, RDS? Canada going through to a semi. That's huge. First ever Copa America appearance, and they're through to the semi-finals. Jesse March doing the business. And England too?
Last time though Uruguay were victorious against Brazil at Copa America.
RDS, I actually, in my Copa America / Euros prediction, I had Spain and England meeting in the final. Imagine if that actually happens.
I think it just took a little bit of an awkward step or took a kick, but great defending from De La Cruz. And that's
but
you get.
Argentina have got this though. Big up Lisandro. Oh, yo, Lisandro Martinez, huge performance against Ecuador. He was absolutely monstrous. But RDS, I was actually going to get in contact with you because I wanted to see if you can come join the channel for a preview of the England game.
On his backside, every time he's in possession, the Uruguayan defenders are getting contact on him.
Matias Vinha tackled there.
And then as well, we can talk about maybe like the other games in the Euros as well. Some games have been pretty boring, so some games have been all right, I would say. So last 4 knockout meetings, Uruguay won in penalties, Brazil in its 1997 final. I think Spain deserved to win based on the football, but the Champs will find a way. Sure, I can, so long as I'm working. Perfect. I'll message you on X, and then we'll work out the times and everything. And we can do videos together.
Rafinha had it knocked down by Viña.
Could do that. But if the Champs and France actually manage to beat Spain and reach the final, that's crazy. Reaching the final without scoring a single goal from open play that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
And we've talked a lot, John, about
Wait, what's happening here?
The fields and the size of the fields and the width, but I think it's very important in a game like this. Now here you have Dario Herrera setting the tone early there, conversations with the players about the fouling and physicality off the ball. But why I think it favors Uruguay in this game is because they want to make the game compact and physical like this. Brazil want to open it up and have space wide to go 1v1. And so in the middle of the field, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a battle. And that's why I want to see if Brazil can match that and play that game as well.
Rochette under some pressure from Endrick. He's not shy to get stuck in on some of these. Maxi Araujo came off in that
good defensive work from Rafinha.
Scans were negative. He's back in the lineup. He's dispossessed by Rafinha, who now needs some help. And it's going to be knocked out for Brazil throw.
The narrative in the France versus England final, and Mbappe misses his penalty, Jude scores his.
10 yards long by 70 wide. At a World Cup, it would be 75.
See, but RDS, that final, it would be so, as a neutral, so boring to watch. Because France and England have been playing the worst football. I mean, against Switzerland, they did play a little bit better. So props to England. But still, that just as a neutral, I dread that final.
That these players are sort of being squeezed into for this game. And that pass was just the wrong side of Endrick. And that will not be the case in the 2026 World Cup, including demolition being done on the first few rows of the stands at a lot of these NFL stadiums to make sure there's a full-sized field.
Brazil are 9-time champions.
Matias Oliveira going
out wide, Pelestri.
Jeremy Arana heads at 40. He's back in the lineup after 2 games
on
the bench.
Good work.
Given away. Marquinhos had to be alert. And that's too far for Rodrigo, setting up on the left
barely.
of this game.
The build-up, though, from Uruguay.
It would be terrible to watch, but somehow I think they both make it. Netherlands defensively look ass. And I think just England, like, I think they're just going to get it done. Like, somehow, some way. That Saka goal was nice. And I think France, like, defensively, they're just crazy. We can have a Brazil-Argentina final, right? Yes, we can. So how the bracket, how it's looking right now? It's Argentina-Canada in one side. That's the semifinal. And the winner of Uruguay and Brazil is going to be playing Colombia in the other semifinal. But Colombia, they've just beat Panama 5-0. You know, even if one of these two teams advance, like one of them is going to advance, they're going to have to play a very, very strong Colombia. And Colombia this tournament in the Copa America have been on fire. James Rodriguez, insane.
In the early stages.
So, you know, that side of the bracket is looking very tough.
Pressure. Marquinhos.
Oh, Pelestri. Oh, so close.
Arana. Rodrigo doing enough there with Nandez just to put him off it. Nunez brings it down. Guimaraes for company.
Nandez with the poor touch. Colombia looked good, but if somehow Brazil can do it, what do we say about Vinny?
For Brazil, and very uncomfortable in possession when they're trying to build out. Right now, Allison, look at he and Marquinhos.
It hasn't been Vinny Jr.'s tournament. I would say
part of that, Marquinhos is saying, "Hey, look."
When you're talking about the best performers so far in this tournament, you're looking at Lautaro Martinez for Argentina. You're looking at James Rodriguez, and you're looking at Darwin Nunez. And if Brazil they do go through, they're basically going to be in the semifinals without Vinny doing anything.
These are two of the top 3 teams in the tournament at winning possession in the attacking third, causing turnovers with high press.
But still, like I don't see Brazil advancing though. I don't see Brazil advancing.
First ball won by Uruguayan center back. Oliveira wins it. Long ball.
But who knows? They could surprise me.
back in possession.
And Brazil were forced into that. The game against
But
Colombia,
I'm more
they had a
interested to
higher
see what
percentage
Endrick
of
does
long
because I
balls
haven't seen much of
than
Endrick,
any game
if I'm being
Brazil has
honest.
played since 2015. Very much a different style just to adapt to the pressure that they were getting, and we've seen that really across the board for some of these teams that are maybe
Because after all, he's going to be going to Madrid,
lesser
so.
quality opponents in the group stage, and now all of a sudden the quality of opponent ramps up in the knockout stage, and you got to be able to adapt. Rojo back into the middle. De La Cruz in for Nunez. Stabbed away there as Danilo tucked inside. Not Fernandez. Fernandez will drive it in from deep.
Oh, good cross.
Nunez. It just ran out of space there against the byline.
I don't think that was the best idea from Nandez.
Alejandro Dominguez, president of CONMEBOL, the South American Confederation, up in the stands here as he has been at as many games as he can at this Copa America.
Man, Glendale earlier today for that Colombia thumping 5-0 win against Panama, straight over to Vegas. That's a quick hop, though. I'm sure he's flying
nice
nicely.
of you to let him borrow your jet. I like that.
Yeah.
That's very kind. And a big shout there as Cedar Militao.
Yellow card for De La Cruz.
De La Cruz with the pressure, and he's getting a stern look from Dario Herrera, the referee.
It doesn't really commit a foul.
All the yellow cards have reset, so no one is at risk of a
Nah,
yellow card
that's not
suspension
yellow.
for the semifinal.
That's not yellow.
And Allison's going to
Dorival
push everyone
Jr. just said, hey, no, let's get up. Let's get up and let's try and win a second ball here off this long ball from Allison.
Are you surprised how cagey this is to start?
No, not at all.
Why?
No, it's
that's
like
what
that.
we expected was that these two teams, and look, we saw it with the Euro the last couple of days, and the Euros how tight these quarterfinal games were. Teams not wanting to give up much early. That's a foul from behind from De La Cruz.
Bruno Guimaraes, and this is almost the exact same
from
spot
Rafinha.
Rafinha scored from on Tuesday night.
2 free kick goals for Rafinha, question mark?
Guimaraes a bit slow to get up. As Rafinha immediately sets the ball.
All right.
But yeah, when you start a game like this, of this intensity, with the stakes of a quarterfinal early in the game, when players are fresh and running around the field, there's not much space, and that's
Rodrigo
why
also on the free
game is
kick.
like this. It's fast, it's frantic. Players are struggling to get time on the ball.
Rafinha was his first ever free kick goal for Brazil. He had 2 prior in his career in 2021, playing for Leeds United, whose coach at the time was Marcelo Bielsa, now coaching Uruguay. And Sergio Rochet, they've only conceded 1 goal, Uruguay. He's had very little to do, just 5 saves he's had to make in the group stage, getting himself set.
Rafinha to try from a distance.
It's Rafinha.
Ooh, good try.
Took a touch off
Just
the
barely
wall.
hits the wall.
And out for a corner.
Out for a corner.
First shot from either side tonight.
And it hits
Wall did its
Araujo as
job.
well.
It came off of Ronald Araujo, who was strong, stayed tall, the tallest player in that wall as well. But that's what you want. That's what you have to trust as your goalkeeper.
Big boys are up from the back, and the kid as well, as Rafinha and Rodrigo stand over it.
All right.
Rafinha in swinging ball. Rochet gets a fist to it, and a good strong fist as well. João Gomes was forced all the way back with it, couldn't hold it in.
Look at the
Also gonna
distance
play
covered
safe.
by De La Cruz.
Hernandez wins the header over Rodrigo. Here's Rodrigo now. Hernandez all over him. And whistled for a foul.
Foul from Nandez.
Militao looking for Endrick there. With just
Oh, good pressure from Oliveira.
Actually, Araujo brings it down. Nunez was all the way wide. Good immediate pressure there by Lucas Paquetá, and then Araujo is down. He got kicked
Let
late.
it play. Let it play. Is that Bielsa shouting from the bench?
Matias Oliveira took a late hit from Endrick. Endrick throws a late bump as well into Vinha as Brazil win it back, try to get on the break. Endrick just picks it up on the run and then saw that contact coming, takes the contact. Not a foul, though, on Valverde.
No, not a foul, okay.
Be teammates in a matter of weeks at Real Madrid, and it comes the other way. Here's Facundo Pellistri. Pellistri to the byline. Pellistri's cross.
Oh, good cross. Marquinhos, though. Gets there before any Uruguay player is able to get into the other end of the cross.
Referee here complaining about that potential foul on Endrick, but I felt
and a late one there, just off the ball.
Off the ball, it's spilling over. Uruguayan player down, Brazilian player down. And I don't think that's a foul. You see,
it's Endrick
into Valverde, trying to win the foul, and now he's down on the ground.
And Endrick was down. Matias Vinha stood over him and said something to him, and then walked away. De La Cruz will help Endrick to his feet. Look at, he's holding his hand there. Now Dario Herrera we'll sort this out.
Oh, yeah, look at that from Araujo.
Oh.
Barcelona versus soon-to-be Real Madrid.
That will come up this coming season.
Yeah, and look, I like to see that reaction from Rafinha there. That's a cheap shot. And he's coming to help out his teammate,
both of them are teammates.
The 17-year-old, who could have predicted this was going to happen? I mean,
no, but I mean, like, hey, you want to get into the mind of your opponent.
You're Brazil,
even if Endrick is 17 years old, he is in the game. You treat him as like any other player.
Young man as well, and start laying some licks back on Uruguay. If that's the kind of game that we're going to get, which we expected again, that's why I said very early I wanted to see could Brazil match that type of intensity.
Uruguay scored 4 of their 9 goals from set pieces. De La Cruz has created a goal in all 3 games so far. His outswinging corner meant for Ronald Araujo. It's bounced back in.
Oh my God! So close. That deflection to go in.
Off a Brazilian player in the end.
Oh, Darwin Núñez almost scored.
First to react from Ugarte's ball back in.
Good clearance out initially, not the best of strikes from Ugarte, but in
it was going to be an own goal from Militao.
And it's a good-looking header towards that back post, and you'll see it takes that deflection off of Militao, and at this point, Alisson's like, oh boy, please, and just watches it whistle past.
Own goal.
De La Cruz once again in swinging ball. Alisson stays in.
Oh my God, that cross from De La Cruz.
Matias Oliveira, who scored the goal against the U.S. Monday night, going closer.
Oliveira isn't able to get a good contact with that.
Good from De La Cruz consistently, and I think the late challenge from Marquinhos gets a bit of contact on Oliveira right there as he's trying to head it. Still had a good look at it, trying to keep it down underneath the crossbar, but it ends up flying over.
It's his second career goal, the winner in Kansas City from Matias Oliveira. Ugarte did well just to nod that wide into space. Maxi Araujo hands it off for Matias Vinha. Vinha's return takes a block there.
Another corner?
Spins to stay in play. Off Danilo, another Uruguay corner.
Yeah, another Uruguay corner.
You can see Brazil defensively stacking players along the 6, but it's the job of the players out around the penalty spot. You've got to get some contact on the runners. You can't allow them to get a free run at the ball and attack it like you saw from Oliveira on the last one.
De La Cruz once again.
No, this time cleared by Militao.
By Militao, and Valverde couldn't hold it in. The semifinals of the Euros start Tuesday on Fox. What a game this is going to be. Spain against France.
So no games on Monday or
Pacific
Sunday.
On Fox. Terrific drama in the quarterfinals at both the Euros and Copa America. De La Cruz took a hit there. Came in for Núñez. Couldn't win a header. Referee just turns and runs the other way. Endrick throwing his body in. That forces Oliveira's header to go sideways. Out for a Brazil throw. Six fouls have been whistled, 5 of them against Uruguay so far. Able to win it back in the middle of the field.
And both teams right now sub 80% on passing percentage. No surprise. It's a tight field. We've talked about that. It's a high intensity. Both teams running and closing down space. That's where recoveries and tackles and duels become very important in a game.
And the Uruguay team for whom it's been relatively easy. They haven't trailed. Neither of these teams have trailed. Well, Araujo clips along for Allison, but comfortable easy win against Panama. Comfortable easy win against Bolivia. And one of the things Marcelo Bielsa said, it didn't really matter that he was suspended.
Neither team has trailed in the tournament so far.
The U.S. didn't really do anything threatening to the last 10 minutes. Me being on the bench wouldn't have changed anything. It's a big test now, and different to Brazil, who had that huge battle with Colombia at the end of the group stage. Endrick gets there first, gets around Ronald Araujo. Endrick now, great recovery by Araujo and the Uruguay defense. He bowls over Endrick from behind, and a free kick coming for Brazil.
Foul?
Yeah, this is a fun battle to watch between these two.
Endrick versus Araujo.
Endrick does so well here on the first one to skip it around him. Then you could just see the burst of speed and the acceleration that he has. And then a little bit of savviness there. He feels the challenge coming in, and the one earlier that he didn't get was a little bit. He was trying.
Bro,
to play
Endrick is just throwing himself at
throw
Araujo.
himself into the defender. That time he gets his leg across. Araujo too aggressive in that part of the field, and Brazil win a free kick and an opportunity now to bring everybody up for this set piece.
Again, Rafinha and Rodrigo over it.
You just get the feeling a goal from a set piece is how we're going to get the first goal of this game.
But if you keep saying that before every set piece.
Ask me again in 5 minutes.
Everybody back to defend for Uruguay.
Rafinha puts in the cross.
That one in.
Ooh,
Header
nothing.
Sideways, no one there in a yellow shirt. An acrobatic clearance out by Nandez. De La Cruz in chase to it, and then he gets in a tangle of legs.
No foul.
He says play on.
Bro, let the game play on. Unless it's like a clear foul, don't call it.
Especially if that one's going to get whistled. It is, and Uruguay come the other way.
Nunez.
Behind Nunez, he resets for De La Cruz. De La Cruz all the way wide.
Good pass to Valverde.
Cross from Valverde, repelled in the end there.
Foul.
Yami Arana was inside to make the clearing play.
But that's an example of when there's a turnover, how quickly Uruguay can attack. It's what we've seen all tournament long. It's what we've seen under that man's tenure, not just here, but everywhere he goes. Both players fighting for it. De La Cruz goes down too easy, takes Rafinha down. But it must have been a matter of 5 seconds.
I don't think that's a foul.
Valverde's in possession, and then he just fires it across with speed, hoping for something to happen. But Uruguay had 4 players in the box when that cross came in.
And it is a fascinating referee appointment here. Dario Herrera, he's 39, he's from Argentina.
By the way, Ivan Barton's getting an earful down there, and I'm not sure he's the man that will calm that one down.
It's only Herrera's 8th senior international match. It's his first Copa America. However, he was referee of the Saudi Arabian Kings Cup final in May. That's their equivalent to the U.S. Open Cup or the FA Cup.
What?
And you see that a lot in the Middle East, where they'll bring in foreign officials for high-stakes games. Well, in that game between Ronaldo's Al Nassr and Neymar's Al Hilal, Neymar, of course, still out, Dario Herrera whistled for 40
Can you even
fouls,
say
showed
Neymar's
11
Al
yellow
Hilal if
cards,
he
set
hasn't even
3
like played
players off.
any significant
Getting a
minutes?
minute going to penalties. So he does know how to handle himself if this thing gets weird, even though his senior international experience is pretty thin.
I don't know. Is that handling it for 40 fouls? But you're right. 3 red cards.
He at least has seen something
chaos, yeah.
similar to this.
Alisson, don't make a mistake.
Now Uruguay's high pressure forces a giveaway, and then Nandez is tripped up, and that might be an opportunity for the game's first yellow card.
No yellow still.
João Gomes.
How has the atmosphere been in the States?
No card is forthcoming.
Maybe he forgot his cards today.
In some of the smaller matches, the atmosphere in the stadiums hasn't been great. You know, the stadiums are already filled out. The Argentina games, you can tell because all the games are sold out, and the atmosphere I can hear it through my headphones. And so imagine being in the stadium.
More assists than him in the group stage. It was his free kick that from a pretty similar position.
But overall, I would say it's been good.
That led to Uruguay's goal.
Saliba was cooking CR7 yesterday. What's up, Perez? Welcome back to the stream. Saliba put in a fantastic performance.
De La Cruz drops
The-
into
oh,
a
that's-
great area. They got 4 players there, and it ends up being cleared out. The flag does come up at the end of the
okay, I was
play
about
for
to say.
offside.
If that wasn't offside, Uruguay. If Darwin Nunez and
pretty
Oliveira
clearly
don't
there,
slip,
Araujo is offside, and he's the man that makes a play at it on the first one. So the right decision would have been interesting.
Oh,
Two
you're right
Uruguayan players
there.
ended up tackling each other in the box and ruined that opportunity. Brazil just struggling to find solutions to build out of this. Again, look, I talk about the man-to-man pressing and the way
Brazil
which
haven't been
Uruguay
able
are
to
matching
attack
up against Brazil.
Uruguay.
And to that point,
You've
they've just
basically
said
been
enough.
seeing
We're-
that high
this
pressure
kick there
from
Allison. It's going to somehow work.
Uruguay and
Wins
just
the header.
winning the
De
midfield
La
battle.
Cruz got pushed down. Free kick Uruguay. What should
Well, there's
what
a
would the
couple
solutions
ways.
be?
You would have clearly planned for this. This is the way that Uruguay defensively try to press you. And it's very difficult. You have a man essentially man marking across, and every person has
Look
a
at
player,
that,
but
7
that's where
fouls
you have
committed
to
by
either
Uruguay.
drop somebody down. That's where Endrick becomes very important. Or Rodrigo or Rafinha. You have to come inside and bring a defender into an area that maybe he doesn't want to go, and that opens up space to then play direct and opens up space for teammates. But these are games where you have to do unselfish running for your team and know that you're not going to get the ball, but you're moving players out of position defensively.
De La Cruz is still struggling after taking that foul. He is still not moving well. And he's been their key man, creating things in the middle of the field. Ugarte, Fernandez, can he get there in time?
Oh, he
No.
can't. How old is Hernandez? He's up there in age, no?
Marquinhos forced to go long.
Yeah, 28.
Vina wins the header.
Cagliari.
Uruguay,
So he plays in Italy.
instead of settling, he goes all the way back to Rochette. And this little clip meant for Vina is taken down instead by Rodrigo. Vina good recovery.
Oh,
It's gonna fall for Hendrick, the 17-year-old to the middle of the field. It's not going to find Rafinha.
Oh
It's
my
cleared away.
gosh,
It was
huge
Nandez
mistake.
Who was alert and on the scene just in time.
I
Who
think
was
he's
that,
gonna
a
be
mistake
more
from Vina?
selfish here. He's trying to look for a pass to Rafinha and hesitates, and he knows it. It was a really bad decision to try to play that one back to Rochette.
Rodrigo running in, put too far in front of it. Nunez, good
Oh,
move over
Nunez.
Gomes. Rolls it wide behind Palistri. He'll keep it in play.
Come on. Keep it going, keep it going.
Palistri on the outside. Whips that
No,
cross in too
Palistri.
far all the way through. Goal kick.
Brazil underdogs this game?
You're gonna
Yeah,
see
that's crazy.
just that
We're going to the
mistake in back
semifinals. How is Vinny
Poor
playing?
moment, some good
Vinny
pressure
isn't
from
playing.
Brazil,
He's
though, here that
he's
forces this
suspended.
back pass from Viña, and then there's Endrick.
Vinny
Can
right
he
now
just
is
take his
in
defender
the
on there
stands.
Onto his right foot. He's left-footed. He wants the ball on his left foot. But the better chance, he had a good step. If he takes that across Araujo, he's not going to get there on time. And sure, your angle's
So-
not as good, but instead he just tried to find that little slip pass, too heavy on the pass to Rafinha, and the chance was gone. What a chance it was.
Hendrick will turn 18 in 2 weeks. It's his first ever start for Brazil. It's good work in the end, or almost.
Nice,
Nandez there.
Nandez.
Just in time in front of Guilherme Arana, and now Naitan Nandez is down hurt. He is in a ton of pain right now.
Yeah, he really committed to getting to this one and stopping that ball from getting wide, but in doing so, as he goes to clear this one out, I think he ends up making contact on the leg of
Hopefully it
Brazilian
isn't.
attacking player. I wasn't exactly sure who it was on that left side, but
And Nandez is the only field player that's played every minute for Uruguay at the tournament so far.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, just shin to shin.
There's nothing in that. That's just inadvertent contact between two
Yeah.
players that are both making a play on the ball.
How did Argentina play? Argentina haven't been playing brilliantly. I will say that.
Hendrick debuted
In the
November.
first
He was
half,
the
they
youngest to
dominated
play for
Ecuador,
Brazil since
but in the
Pelé.
second half, Ecuador
When he
they
scored
caused
at Wembley
Argentina a
against
lot of
England, his first
problems.
goal in March, he was the
And
youngest to
when you're
score
looking
for Brazil
at
since Ronaldo, the
you know,
original Ronaldo, the real
with
Ronaldo,
Argentina
whose
having
number 9
convincing this
shirt
tournament, they
he was
haven't.
handed at this tournament.
And
You've
I
talked
would say
about
that's
this.
arguably been because Messi has been
We've talked about
injured,
this over the years, the
and he hasn't
weight
been
of
able to
the
show his,
shirt
his
and
best
certain
level.
numbers and certain national team jerseys But it's nothing new to this kid. He already had a deal
But,
done to go to Real
you
Madrid
know,
a year and a half ago. He'll join
they're
once
in the
he turns
semifinals.
18 in the next couple of weeks. Guillermo Arana got around the outside early cross. No
Nice,
one there in
Rochette.
yellow in the middle. Comfortable catch for Rochette.
But there's a lot of improvement to be done. I knew France would be Ronaldo.
He's holding the back of his
Oh,
right
wait. Do not tell me that Araujo's injured. Please, please tell me that Araujo's not injured. Please tell me Araujo's not injured, man. The season is just about to start.
This is a real concern here. Just his 20th game played for Uruguay. He just always seems to have an injury or something coming up right when he's going to go play for them or come into a big tournament. But he's been at Barcelona the last 4 seasons. And he's been a linchpin of their team here at Copa America, and now he is down.
And he's the one that really set in the back of this team.
Oh,
and we've already seen
Araujo
play
being
off the ball that he's been doing on Endrick as well.
Now this isn't a.
And now they're signaling. One of the trainers is signaling for a sub. We'll see if that ends up happening. But I just saw one of them motion over. And you wonder if it's as he's extending that right leg there to try to block the cross.
He was on their roster last
Jose
year.
Jimenez
He
coming
was
on.
the roster for the
Wait,
World
but
Cup.
why
It was
isn't
injuries
Rafinha
that
going to him?
prevented him from playing. Didn't play for more than a year until he returned in October as part of that team that beat Brazil for the first time in 2 decades. Missed the March window through injury. And you can see how emotional he is.
Oh. Can't wait for that rematch between France and the Netherlands.
You go from 20 appearances to 87 with.
Wait. So you'll have France and Netherlands reaching the final.
Atletico Madrid.
I personally have the opposite. I have Spain and England in the final.
And from a guy in Araujo who has struggled to get on the field for Uruguay tournaments, it's Jimenez's 5th Copa America, plus the 3 World Cups.
That's not a good sign for Barcelona.
And an injury
Not a good
replacement
sign.
here.
Why
Just
England?
past the half-hour
Because
mark of
England,
days, and he'll take
just
the
for me,
captain's armband as well.
they just get it done. Like it's not pretty. Just like with France, they just somehow, some way.
Ronald Araujo.
And I just think that they have better individual quality than
A ton of
the
emotion in his
Dutch.
face. Actually, Araujo couldn't bring that down all the way through to Allison. All right, so we're past the half-hour mark here. How does it change things?
Well, because this is Bielsa's been essentially rolling out the same team almost every game. So now, of course, you have the experience of Jimenez, but he's got to quickly get up to the speed of this game.
That might have been a handball. It is a handball on João Gomes.
But look, if through this point of the game in 34th minute, I would say that Bielsa and Uruguay feel very happy with the way that the game has developed, because they're forcing in Brazil into the type of game that they want them to play, which is long.
Man.
Nunez.
Oh, Nunez, you almost scored.
What a miss.
Just
What
barely?
a miss.
We actually beat the
And it's
opponent in
one
the
of the
90s.
biggest criticisms of Nunez is his consistency.
That's true. That's
of
true.
finishing. He ends up wide open here. Militao just completely loses him.
Oh, Darwin, you
ends
hit
up
that with
coming
your
off his
shoulder.
He takes his eye off it. Has so much time. The jump, I think he mistimes the jump. He gets ahead of the ball.
No,
So then
Darwin.
he's trying to go back and get it and tries to snap the header.
No,
back
I'm not
and
saying that
guide
the
it.
game against
Great first touch inside of
Oh,
the
Rafinha.
Jimenez just on the field. Save by
Rafinha, you
Roche,
miss,
and the rebound
Rafinha.
cleared away. Now, did that ball go out? Yes, it did. It'll be a Brazil corner.
Wow, from what should have been a goal. for
Rafinha, that should have been a
Uruguay.
goal. Both Darwin Nunez and
Fell to a
Rafinha should
man
have
that
scored.
fell to a man that had scored in
Bro's
7
flipping the
straight
monitor.
games for Uruguay up until the United States, the last one. He misses that opportunity. Brazil right down the other end. The play opens up. So maybe we're starting to see this game open up a bit now as it's gone on. But what a chance for Rafinha.
Rochette's first save of the game, just his 6th he's had to make all tournament. Rafinha ensuing corner.
Oh,
Knocked away at the near post.
All right. Yeah, look at that.
That's got to be so tough for Ronald Araujo. Whatever pain he's in, but just the
Hamstring
emotions of having
injury.
to watch the rest of this. Hope that your team can get it done. Hope that you can recover for the sake of a semifinal Wednesday. Hendrick, great turn inside of Jimenez. Can he get the pass away? No.
Another
He's
foul.
fouled once again. It's Rafinha shooting territory for Brazil.
Well, and here's Jimenez straight into the game. Overcommits on Hendrick. Hendrick gets turned on him. Foul from behind, this time by Nandez, who just reaches around. Hendrick gave that look to the referee, kind of, hey, come on. Let's see some more yellow cards here. But similar spot once again. Rafinha over it more than likely. The last time it came off.
Is that red card?
Is now out of the game. But this is a great spot for a left-footed player because
Is Uruguay going to be knocked
Still
out?
has to stay honest and trust his wall, and that he could still bend it to that.
You're seeing a slight momentum
right.
shift after that
But
injury
ideally, he's
from
gonna wanna bend it over the
Araujo.
wall with pace like he
The
did
injury of
before.
Araujo.
Stick that one in the corner.
Rochette's first Copa America as Uruguay starter since Fernando Muslera retired.
It'll be 0-0 for this game, but I'm still betting on Brazil. Okay. So Adam, you're going for Brazil. I'm going for Uruguay. I think Uruguay, they've just been the stronger team in this tournament.
Rodrigo over it. Rodrigo takes it, blocked by the wall. Wall's done his job on both those occasions.
Yeah. I just don't think that Brazil have the attacking firepower to
The Brazilian players weren't
beat
quite sure
Uruguay.
who was onside and who wasn't, and Uruguay forced to knot it out.
And even like if we go, individually, player by player, I don't think that Uruguay, Brazil are that much better. Of course you are.
But how quickly it went.
Maybe that's also like
how
some of my
good
Argentine
Bielsa
bias,
Uruguay
but
felt 35 seconds from the Nunez miss, the Rafinha save. Brazil can't do anything with the throw.
Nunez.
And Allison all the way out just to bash that forward. Bruno Guimaraes couldn't control cleanly off the chest. Maxi Araujo, great work for Nunez.
Oh,
Now
good
De La
work.
Cruz, Araujo down behind
Hey,
the play.
that's a yellow
Chopped
card.
down, and that will finally be the game's first yellow card.
Yeah.
To Lucas Paquetá.
Yep. Yellow card for Paquetá right there.
And Brazil's bench are furious because they felt that Uruguay should have had a yellow before. So I think it's about consistency. But you're right. I think Herrera had enough of all of these types of fouls. That's a clear yellow card there. He's not even trying to make a play on the ball. But it's a part of the game. And especially in the knockout stages, it's making these types of fouls in the right moments to stop counterattacks, to stop dangerous attacking opportunities. And of course, on a man who's currently under an investigation right now for potential alleged involvement in a betting scandal.
It's called spot fixing. It's
Yeah.
intentionally getting yellow cards in certain moments so someone you know can win a prop bet. He faces a potential lifetime ban in England. Brazil
Lifetime
had to ask the
ban.
English FA if they could play him at this tournament, not be at risk of disqualification. It's a huge cloud. It's been hanging over Lucas Paquetá for 9 months. He's declared his innocence strongly. He said, I'm going to fight it with every breath. But he's had a very strange tournament so far, including the one penalty miss. Got yanked the half of the last game. Now he's on a yellow card. And it's once again Nicolas De La Cruz.
Also, a lifetime ban for Paquetá.
One of the 3 Uruguay players who plays in Brazil.
No,
and he just
that's a
overhits
terrible
that, or
cross.
Matias Oliveira wasn't ready for it, whatever, one way or the other. It's all the way out. And look back at the Rochette save.
Well, and Rafinha had to come onto his right foot. Wow, that's a great save. It even popped up on Rafinha. Look at this. When he takes it across, he wants it on his left, but he goes across Jimenez.
Rafinha is able to
As
beat
it pops
Jimenez,
up
but
here, it ends up coming, I think, just above his ankle, so he doesn't get the best of contact on it. Super slow-mo here.
Paquetá
We're not even
won
gonna
the
get to
header.
it.
Rafinha picked it up. He's not
Oh,
fouled.
lovely
To the
work.
center clip, long Darwin
No,
Nunez might have been offside.
bad pass to
Allison already
Darwin.
did it anyway. And Rafinha's
Nunez
going
is
to get
good, but he
behind
keeps
the
missing
play.
chances. That's the difference between a great striker and a world-class striker.
As Danilo picks it up, that's Lucas Paquetá who got hit on the face.
You know, how clinical are you in front of goal?
And that is either the 9th or the 10th.
And that's what's frustrating about Darwin Nunez. He gets into such good positions. He gets so many chances, but he just isn't able to finish them.
Which was actually one of those stats that came out post-group stage, the amount of fouls that...
You picked that one up quick.
Yeah, that Uruguay had made, but only picked up one yellow card in the group stage.
So why is that? Why are some of these teams committing so many fouls, getting so few yellows?
Don't get me into having to explain refereeing decisions, please. That's a podcast.
But is it areas of the field? Is it just knowing how to make the right types of foul?
A bit of everything, but yeah, we have talked about that. Sometimes how teams like Uruguay will foul further away from goal where it becomes less of a, that's not necessarily a goal-scoring opportunity.
Oh, nice, Valverde.
Ugarte to get rid of that. Danilo commits the foul on Araujo, but it's advantage play. De La Cruz running forward.
Valverde.
Oh,
so close to Pelletri.
Rodrigo gets blown up. He's going to bounce back to his feet.
Oh,
lovely footwork from Gomez. Nice, Jimenez.
Connected on the outside, but Uruguay clean it up.
Uruguay run with such an intensity. It's so impressive. And it's the style that we've talked about, and if you know the coaching history of Marcelo Bielsa, that's what he really builds his team on. But
Araujo making a run there across the back line. Danilo wins the header. Second ball stabbed away. The header Militao, just from Darwin Nunez. Gomes reaching for it, loses it. Ugarte. De La Cruz wide. De La Cruz on the deck, stabbed away. He held it in, gets it back from Ugarte. Ugarte once more. Bounced around there, and Ugarte.
Bro, don't call the foul, just a game,
bro. And that one's whistled for a foul. At least it looked like it was.
The referees are calling foul for everything. Mistake from Rafinha.
By Rafinha to Lucas Paquetá.
It's been sloppy, hasn't it?
Joe Gomes there in behind of De La Cruz, and it's going to be an indirect free kick for dangerous play as De La Cruz fell on the ball.
But just going back before we get to the halftime whistle here, the next couple of minutes, a point I was making before that Rafinha chance was that this is the type of game that Uruguay wanted. They want to make the game fast, frantic, turnovers, quick transitions, playing the game in Brazil's half. And Brazil really have to find a solution in the build-up. This is not what they want right here. Look how easy that is for Uruguay. And it's been time after
Their
time.
best chance from Brazil was the Rafinha chance. What's up, Sean? Rafa's been acting very weird lately. What do you mean, Sean? First, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Did Messi score? Messi has not scored in the Copa America. He has scored. Messi has assisted, but he hasn't been able to score yet.
The same from João Gomes, and Paquetá has got to drop a little bit deeper to help them get out of this pressure, because right now this is the game that Uruguay wants, and it feels it's a matter of time before they find a way through.
Danilo had tucked all the way in field and to try to get on the end of that long ball. And
thank goodness? Wait, what do you mean, thank goodness? Think that red card is affecting Araujo mentally?
As it bounced off of Nandez and an important
still, you think, Sean?
As Rodrigo was trying to run away around the
even
outside.
After a couple months?
Wednesday night against Colombia, and the Copa America semifinals begin.
Araujo has come off injured. Ronaldo's my goal. Well, Adam, how did you feel after Portugal were knocked out? He's lashing out in press conferences and on the field. I mean, Araujo has always had that in his game. You know, lashing out, being aggressive, being up there in your face.
It comes in for Endrick now. Trying to body up there on Matias Oliveira. They can't take him off the ball. Endrick still throwing his body in. A second time he goes down. No whistle for a foul. And now De La Cruz, it opens up to him. Final few seconds and then stoppage time at the end of this first half. Slow burn of 35 minutes. It's been cooking since. Araujo carrying forward. Little Dance can't create space. Back to De La Cruz. 2 added minutes.
Valverde.
Valverde.
It'd be nice if we can get a goal before the half.
Ugarte holds it in. Jimenez on as an injury substitute to Ronald Araujo earlier in this half, cycling it around.
Well, happy and sad because Mbappe is my Ninja Turtle and Ronaldo is literally the best player.
That was meant for De La
So
Cruz.
both.
It was knocked away. Nandez made the
Well,
run forward.
I disagree.
Can he exploit the space the other way? No. Valverde
But,
comes across to knock it out just in front of Rodrigo.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, boys, and just a reminder, the winner of this game plays against Colombia in the semifinals on Wednesday.
Tackle it back. And
yeah, that's a foul from Alessio Gomez.
For Brazil with about 60 seconds to go in the half. Trying to go quick, trying to get Rafinha on the run. It checks up on the back.
Oh, Rafinha.
Nice,
Oliveira. No foul.
Yeah, in some ways, Brazil have
Cannot wait for Brazil to barely lift the trophy. Well, Adam, I'm telling you right now, that is not happening. Brazil are not winning this trophy.
Is Rochette going to get here or not? Tried to, the ball checked up, as you said.
Militao able to get a throw out of it. Darwin Nunez had that wonderful free open header right in front, bounced off his shoulder. Rafinha forced to save seconds later. Here was that last moment.
Yeah, see, Rafinha was just trying to let this one run back to Rochette, and the ball got caught up in the dry grass and got a little bit lucky there.
Rochette's second.
They have grinded him spirits.
Send you back to Rob Stone in our studio in Los Angeles. 45 minutes down, 45 to go here in Vegas. No score between Uruguay and Brazil.
Yeah, 0-0. Good chances for both teams. You have that Darwin Nunez chance for Uruguay, and for Brazil, you had both the Rafinha chances. That last one, I mean, it was a little bit uncomfortable, but then you have the Rafinha chance. But I've got them spirits. That's funny. All right, boys. How many matches are in Vegas? There's been a couple. I don't know exactly how much. But the semifinal for Argentina is going to be New Jersey. And the Colombia versus the winner of this match. Let me see. Bank of America Stadium. It's going to be North Carolina. Okay. North Carolina. It's been like, what, 3 or 4 around there? Too many for me to understand. All right, boys. That's a half. Yeah, look at this, man. That's not what you want to see, Araujo. I might go to the North Carolina game. Oh, for that one, it's gonna be for the third place match and the match between Colombia and Uruguay. The final is gonna be played in the Hard Rock Stadium. All right. But yeah, man, look at Araujo crying. That's not what you want to see. Hopefully the injury isn't too bad. Praying. Look at that as well. Araujo bumps into Endrick and then Rafinha pushes Araujo. I've had enough. Sell Araujo, sell Frankie, sell Pedri, sell everyone. They're injury merchants. That's crazy. 4 games, 4 assists, and 1 goal for James Rodriguez. What a tournament he's having. Wait, but how much did Inter Miami lose? Inter Miami lost 6-1? What? That's insane. They just stop playing? Do you talk to Ronald Rafa? I don't like talking to rivals. Okay, so Rafinha isn't talking to don't worry, it's a 1 point lead. Messi will handle that. 6-1 from a team from Ohio. Man. How did you celebrate bum Cristiano Ronaldo being knocked out? Bro, honestly, I was pretty happy. I was pretty happy seeing Portugal knocked out. Hate watch successful. It was honestly a pretty successful hate watch. You had Tony Cruz being knocked out. You had Arda Güler being knocked out. You had Ronaldo being knocked out. All I needed was to see Jude Bellingham in England get knocked out, but saving that potential final or semi-final, something like that. Bro, a France-England final, that's just horrible, bro. That's my eyes will burn if that happens. Crazy. Jules, you will face Inaki Williams in your next match for France. What do you think about that? I will face Nico Williams, not Inaki. Wait, did they actually get them confused? Petition to bring Germany back at the expense of England or France. Canada for the upset forever. It's going to be a France versus Holland. I'm sorry, but you can't deny it. And I will disagree again. It will not be a France versus Holland. It will be a Spain and England. But Adam, when I do the watch along, we're gonna see who's right. We're gonna be seeing who's right. Canada for the upset forever? Nah, bro. They're getting knocked out. No upset. What's up, Sampana? Welcome to the stream. So depressing. Are you talking about the imagine an Argentina versus Colombia final? Oof. That'd be crazy. Bro, both of them injured. Pedri and Araujo. Man. Spain is not a bad goal. No, any of the teams who make it into the semifinal have a chance. Yo, Sampana, another one. Tune in. Thank you, Sampana, for the donation, man. I appreciate that. Araujo, I know, bro. Both will recover over the preseason. Yeah, but the thing is, like, preseason starts in 4 days. That's the thing. Preseason starts in a couple of days, and Pedri, he's gonna be out for a month, or roughly around there, 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. That's basically meaning that he's gonna be missing the entire of the preseason, and for the start of La Liga, he's not gonna be fit. So, he's not gonna have time to work on the Hansi Flick either before the actual start of the season, obviously. The Argentine national team stay up 6 a.m. to watch the Ecuador match, as they should. As they should. This is your job. You know? And it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know, you have to be fully prepared. Because in that first game against Canada, Canada, they caused a lot of problems for Argentina. And they're going to need to show levels. Pedri, I know. Cincinnati 6 into Miami. These things happen in a while. Here, a tornado movie. Well, I mean, like Inter Miami, they're just that defense is just so questionable. Own goal number 10. Oh, wow. Bro, guys, what do you guys make of the Euros so far? Because the quality has been very, very questionable. Only reason I like Inter Miami is because of Messi. Yeah, same here. If Inter Miami, if Messi didn't play for Inter Miami, I wouldn't be watching them. Everyone loves him except me. I don't. Why, bro? Wait. Adam, why do you think Ronaldo's the GOAT? Now, I completely understand if he's your favorite player. That's perfectly fine. You can, if Ronaldo's your favorite player, I can't disagree with you. Anything like that. But if you think that Ronaldo's the GOAT, then that's where I'm just like saying, Adam, come on, man. What are we doing? Euros Copa America. Adam, you cannot be saying that. Have you been seeing the Euros? The satanic football that these teams have been playing. Because Al Nassr 6, Inter Miami no. Well, I mean, that's Al Nassr and Inter Miami. Neither did Ronaldo or Messi play in that match. So why does that matter? Ain't no way, Adam, if you think Ronaldo's the GOAT, you never watch football. Or if he's, for example, like your childhood idol, or he's your idol, something like that. 2 Euros equals no, that does not. 2 Euros equals 1 World Cup. No, it does not. The best teams in the world are at the World Cup. You're still excluding Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, Colombia. It's because I'm European. Well, I mean, if you say, for example, well, I mean, I understand that. Like, if you enjoy the Euros more than the Copa America, but if you're talking about competitive level, if you're talking about like the level of the two tournaments, I would say the level of these Euros has been very, very bad. Messi versus Ronaldo El Clasico stats from 2009 to 2018. Messi was clearly better. European teams always struggle for Copa America. Oh, always struggle against Copa America teams. So like South American teams. See, but now in the World Cup in 26, there's gonna be so many teams. It's gonna be what? I believe it's 48 teams who are gonna be in the tournament. You're gonna have 5 games a day. You're just diluting the competition. Europe has better clubs than the Americas. Yeah, you're right there. You're right. But then, like, for example, you can go into like the political thinking, like, oh, I mean, like, I don't I want to get into that, the infrastructure, etc., etc. But yeah, Europe does have the biggest clubs in the world. Historically, only Spain and Italy are better than the Brazilian league in 2012, and Brazilian league was second after La Liga. Well, I mean, you can have conversation about the league, but I think when you're talking about clubs, then for example, I mean, like, the two biggest clubs in the world play in Europe, and that's Real Madrid and Barcelona. So, finals: Argentina versus Brazil, France versus the Netherlands. Okay, Adam, I'm remembering that. So when's the final? In the final, on July the 14th at 8 p.m., that's going to be the Copa America final. We'll be back here. And then we'll have this conversation. And we'll see who's right. True, but Santos, Boca Juniors, River Plate, Palmeiras are also... Absolutely, they're historic clubs. And I'm not saying that they aren't. And I'm just saying that, for example, when you compare to Real Madrid, for example, a Barcelona, a Bayern Munich, you know,
he is off. That slides Oliveira out to left back, and so two defensive changes, including
they're just the biggest clubs in the world.
In the first half for Uruguay right now, as Nandez falling backwards, able to block it away. The Uruguay team has only conceded one goal. Neither of these teams has
and all those teams you mentioned, Sampana, are like historic clubs, have rich history, have had fantastic players in the past play for them.
Twice. Uruguay the edge in shots. Brazil a slight edge.
And that's no shame, for example.
13 fouls committed by Uruguay to 5 of Brazil, and yet Lucas Paquetá, Brazil, the game's only yellow card. Pelistri goes wide to Nandez. Nandez hooks the cross in. Marquinhos knocks it out. Rodrigo under some pressure. João Gomes now. And that'll be a 14th foul of the game against Uruguay. What are you looking for here second half?
I think a lot of the
All right, boys, second half has started.
Uruguay, as I said at the end of the first half, I think they'll be
guys.
pretty happy with the physicality of the game, the chances that they
there we
created.
Go.
Sure, no shots on goal, but they had a great look. That Nunez one had to have
and
been
honestly, I'm a fan of this rule saying that after 90 minutes we go into penalties. Because these extra times have not been it, man. They've been pretty much the same as... Darwin Nunez wasn't able to find Valverde. I mean, the 3rd/4th goal Pele played for Santos. Yeah, exactly. But then, for example, you look at Barcelona. You look at the players that played for them. Messi has played there. Maradona has played in Barcelona. R9 has played there. Suarez. You know? Just when you look at the legends and the names. Oh, Valverde. What a shot. You know? You look at Johan Cruyff.
The Uruguayan fans
like there's just too many names there.
Direct ball. Uruguay once again winning the second ball. Valverde with a bit of an ambitious effort from that far out, but he hit it really well.
Hernandez had to get that right to steer it back to Rochet, who was well off his line.
Pele's in there. Wow.
Uruguay's win in
Rest in
October
peace, man.
Their first
Rest in
of
peace.
13 meetings with Brazil. The first time in more than 20 years they'd beaten Brazil. Brazil have owned this rivalry in the last 2 decades. Uruguay coming in off the best group stage at Copa America in their
Oh
history.
my God, what a pass.
De La Cruz gonna get there? No.
Oh, Militao, huge.
Tackle, gets back up, gets to the ball, pulls off the steal. Ball still in play. They've given it away. No, the whistle goes now.
Well, and the assistant referee's flag didn't come up, or is that going to be given as a foul? Wow.
Is that a foul?
Yeah, that's what the call was for. That foul, that push up to the neck. Because, boy, and off the back, by the Militao made a fantastic tackle there because...
Yeah, that was a huge tackle on De La Cruz.
Danilo had gone flying up that right-hand side, and then the ball had turned over, and that's exactly the space that Uruguay attacked, and it was just an underhit ball, but Militao gets out there quickly, closed down that space to make up for that lapse in
Brazil playing so bad they
defensive
get dominated by
structure
Uruguay.
15
They
fouls
said that
now
there would be
listed
another
against
brilliant player
Uruguay.
for
0 yellow
Brazil.
cards shown. Dario Herrera of Argentina, our referee.
You saw the
Rodrigo
meme pictures.
great spin on
I
the
did.
outside.
I did.
Gets it inside.
But that's just
Couldn't
the
control
coincidences
that
of life,
cleanly,
man.
and find Endrick, the 17-year-old in his first career start for Brazil. Can
And
he
who
get a
knows, if
special
Lamine
moment?
turns out to be, you know, a
little half
next
look in the
legend
first
in
half, elected to
football,
pass instead of shoot.
that photo is going to be
Nantes has got some
historic,
rappers coming
iconic
off
even.
him as he plays that ball long. Captain Danilo. Rafinha's return is mishit. And remember, as we've been saying, there's no extra time at Copa America until the final. So
Nope, just straight
including
into
stoppage
penalties.
time. We're 45 minutes potentially from a penalty shootout.
And I like that rule, actually. And then now that I think about it, perfectly fine with it.
Nantes still has some sort of pre-wrap just falling off him right now as he tries to angle the pass in for Darwin Nunez. Good work by Marquinhos. And he goes for a tumble as he gets it clear. Big header won by Jimenez. Sent right back the other way. Jimenez down off the chest. Valverde settles for Ugarte. Gets it away from Endrick. De La Cruz now. Nantes just ripped
Why no
everything
extra
off
time?
and left it on the field.
It's just
Cruz.
It's gonna work.
simply
The
because, like,
outside, Oliveira now left back. Back
I'm
in
guessing for
De La
entertainment
Cruz.
purposes,
Loops it across. Nunez being sandwiched off it.
winning Euros at
Two
16 is
Brazilian
crazy.
defenders end up on the turf. It's out for a corner.
Okay, so you already have Lamine Yamal winning the Euros at
That's
16.
impressive. That's something to keep in mind in that first half. The set piece delivery from De La Cruz was very good. They got a couple of really close opportunities off of that. This time it's going to be an outswinging ball with his right foot.
Winning World
Gives
Cup
the
at 15 is
opportunity, though, for
crazy.
that zonal marking to really attack it, which they did well. There.
Wait,
Then
who
get
won the World Cup at
first
15?
post and Rafinha.
Hendrick,
Well, it's
that
a
might have been
handball.
a handball. And it is. It's going to be the game's first yellow card. Manuel Ugarte there. Or Uruguay's first yellow card, I should specify.
You see pretty clearly it hit his
Oh,
right hand
yeah,
as
it does.
Hendrick was trying to turn away.
And you saw the reference on the man's chest in paint, 1950. As much as we say Brazil has owned the recent history, was maybe the darkest day in Brazilian soccer history in 1950 when Uruguay beat them. It was the final game of the World Cup. It was a final round group stage, so Brazil needed only a draw in front of somewhere between 175 and 200,000 fans at the Maracanã. Uruguay came from behind to win that game 2-1, to win their second World Cup. Here's Rodrigo wide as Nantes backed off.
No,
and then
no,
does he
no,
commit
no.
the foul there? No, in the opinion of the referee, Brazil bench can't believe it.
Endrick is so sure I will. And why is this calling
Rodrigo
it soccer?
getting the chance. He's starting to come to life a
Fox
little bit in
Sports,
this
Fox
second
Sports.
half.
Adam.
That's a foul. Look, he's got his hands up. Watch. Nantes here as he skips past him. That's a foul. It's a foul. So I understand why the Brazilian bench is upset. I think they're not just as upset about some of the missed calls, but the accumulation of them.
De La Cruz, Nunez takes the touch, spins it around. Alisson's out of position. Nunez, and that was
No,
blocked. It was going
Nunez.
real wide, but it's going to be out for a Uruguay corner.
Adam, I will be watching.
His running is so good off the ball, though, how he's always running in behind and forcing defenders to drop off with him. Good strength as well there on Militao. Sends him back, and then it was just decision-making, opting to go for the shot.
No, it was really
there
hard
with the
for
left foot
Darwin
instead of
Nunez to give off a pass there.
potentially finding a better option.
How
if a
tall
teammate
even is
was
Endrick?
open in the box. There's
Let me
still
check for you right
chances
now.
for maybe potential handball, but it felt like me.
Endrick is
that first replay. I just wanna be sure they're going
173
through the VAR booth, and
centimeters.
Looks like the signal is play on.
Guillermo Pacheco of Mexico is our video assistant referee. Check
So
complete.
what
All
is
we
that?
got. Valverde to take the corner,
5'7",
not De La Cruz.
5'6"?
Bounces all the way through. It's going to be fired up into the stands.
What's up,
in the
100?
end, nowhere near there.
Wait, what is it again?
Maxi
173?
had the look.
Yeah, 173.
Yeah, off the shoulder from Marquinhos. Yeah, it was reviewed.
Don't worry, we got it. And then a huge clump of dirt comes up as Allison clears that upfield. It's an underhit pass. Dela Cruz is
wow.
fouled as
he's gonna give him
5
for handball.
Footballs are so short. This is going to pens. A penalty shootout would be crazy.
It's just bubbling right now
between the two.
It's, well, probably more than
Who do you
bubbling
even
at this point.
fancy
This
here?
game's boiling.
Do you fancy Alisson
Stakes are high.
for Brazil? But then also, like, Uruguay, they have some very good penalty takers.
I think this is the right call. I think he's
I thought Roque was
trying
short,
to
but
just
Hendrick even shorter.
bait the referee.
Hey, but hey, he has a
there,
bulky
falls
build.
on top of it and handball.
Hendrick, I don't think he meant that. It worked as a pass backwards. Then he's down for a tumble. Brazil bench is upset. Nandez comes the other way for Uruguay. Trying to work it inside. That's whistled for a foul. João Gomes there.
Yeah, footballers are generally short.
Increasing emotions and intensity of the game that Marcelo Bielsa normally sitting
But
on
then
that
you also have, for
cooler,
example, like your
pacing
center
around
backs
all second half.
who are really tall, your goalkeepers are tall, and even your strikers. Some strikers are really tall.
The semifinals of the Euros start Tuesday on Fox with Spain taking on France. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Live on Fox. Long switch for Pelistri.
Nah, but Pelistri isn't able to give that pass.
Winner of this game goes to Charlotte Wednesday night against Colombia.
True, but how is he going to win
Uruguay
headers unless he's
tied their
genetically
all-time
gifted?
record, 27 games without a loss. Defeated the team from the early 90s.
You're just gonna have to play without
New national record unbeaten streak.
without looking to cross.
Important tackle coming back there by Darwin Nunez to
You know, for example, like when Messi was playing false nines at Barcelona, they were not crossing the ball whatsoever.
Steps up.
I'm guessing Brazil and Real Madrid are gonna have to do the same.
Rojo on the outside. Brazil free kick.
Well, something like that.
They keep faking this to Rodrigo. Miranda knocked out.
Oh, look at that.
Got to be careful there.
You
on the
hear
edge of the grass.
Marcelo
Almost went for a bad
Bielsa.
slip.
It's great though. You can hear Bielsa there sitting on his cooler, just chanting every time there's a chance to vamos, vamos, go, 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 go. He just wants his team pressing, getting pressure on Brazil, turning the ball over.
Rodrigo bounces through. Rodrigo hands it off. Arana chance to cross into the middle. Hendrick pops it in the air. Rochet comes to get it.
Nunez
Nunez wants it quick. Here it comes. Darwin Nunez on the run. And Militao running with him. Nunez, can he turn the corner and cut it inside?
Darwin Nunez.
He's got Dela Cruz tackled away. Araujo.
No.
Couldn't get it on target.
Great work from Darwin Nunez. This is the directness, but as soon as he sees Rochet with the ball in his hands, he just takes off. And Militao was with him step for step, but you still see his strength and ability to hold off a defender. Ends up creating a chance for Araujo, rather.
True, but Real Madrid have so many players. 6 forwards, Ibrahim, Guler, Vini, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Hendrick. Who knows, he might play right wing. Or 4-4-2 as a second striker.
With all 4 shots of the second half so far.
Oh my God, bro! The amount of firepower that Real Madrid have.
On both teams tells a big part of that story.
Pakata gets it away quick for Rafinha.
Talk about being spoiled for options. They can literally do so many things. They can go with 3 attackers, just complete pace. They can go with some possession forwards, Guler,
Hendrick. The way
Hendrick.
in which the teams are trying at times to play, but also understanding there's a time and a place to do that, not trying to take risks, trying to keep the ball away from their goals.
Talk about
That's why you've ended up in a lot of these duels
spoiled for
not
riches.
many long strings of passes.
Given away in the middle, João Gomes. It ends up wide with Rafinha. Tangle of legs. Comes out of there with it. Guimaraes. Danilo. Rafinha. Guimaraes. That was Ugarte running with them. And that's going to be whistled as a foul against Brazil and a free kick for Uruguay.
All right. They have this talent, yet they still have the ref as a 12th player.
Here at this Copa America,
It's
Argentina as
Sampana.
well.
It's their MVP. It's their man of the match.
And then De La Cruz is just wrestled to the ground here in every sense of the word. João Gomes.
Oh, a little tussle right there between De La Cruz and Gomez. Combo refs only stop if they see blood.
De La Cruz, who is one of the Uruguayans who plays in Brazil. Plays for Flamengo, who are coached by Chiche, Brazil's former manager.
You know, sometimes I like that and sometimes I don't. Because I want the game to play. Let them play along. These silly tackles, these silly fouls,
Jimenez
where they like barely touch you, just let them play.
Really get under control and get on the run. Great little touch inside of Nantes.
Foul,
Bumped from
Rodrigo.
behind by De La Cruz, who picks up a yellow card.
Good morning. What's up, Saked? Good morning. I know it's early for you. What if Brazil goes through?
Rodrigo's showing some of his
Brazil
individual
can go
ability.
through.
Little nutmeg there, first of all, and then De La
Anything
Cruz
can
knocks him
happen.
down from behind, but starting over the last couple of minutes, seeing him
We're reaching
come
the
into game a little
hour
bit
mark,
more down this
and
left-hand
it's
side.
0-0.
He's feeling more confident to take the ball under pressure. It's another foul from De La Cruz.
If Brazil go through, they're going to
Straight
face
off the back
Colombia in the
of his yellow.
semifinals.
On Bruno
And
Guimaraes.
Colombia, they are on a 27-game unbeaten run. So
Rafinha on the outside.
Colombia are in
Nowhere to
flying
go. Good work by
fashion,
Rivera defending.
flying form,
Got three in the box
fire.
here. If they can get a service, Paquetás playing very high.
Good pressure, though, from Uruguay. Forces them all the way back. An hour gone in Las Vegas. Winner goes to Charlotte. And we'll play Colombia Wednesday night. Will it be a rematch of a terrific 1-1 draw between Brazil and Colombia in the
Oof.
group stage finale Tuesday night?
AFCON refs the worst. Yeah, but AFCON is really funny.
Uruguay,
Like the
for what it's worth, a
memes
2-2
that
draw
come out
in
of AFCON
October against
are
Colombia in World Cup
hilarious.
qualifying. Uruguay and Colombia have evenly split their last 9 games over the last 12 years. 3 wins each and 3 draws. Whereas Colombia's win over Brazil in a November
What's up,
qualifier was
Genbo?
just their second in the last 30 years against Brazil.
Anything can happen. You could even argue like big games such as Argentina, Ecuador. If Ecuador were more clinical, they could have won it. Absolutely. At the end of the day, football is an unpredictable
Pressure
sport.
wins it back.
No, some people like anything can happen on the day,
Always trying to help
you know?
get it for Brazil,
and that's what makes the beauty of the
Ramirez has
sport.
it knocked out.
Sometimes the
Not
underdog
released
does
for a
win.
throw.
Sometimes the favorite just doesn't show up. Let's just hope to God that Brazil get knocked out since Michael Neymar isn't playing.
Uruguay have not advanced past the quarterfinal
Bro,
at
if
Copa America.
Brazil goes
The last time
through,
they
oh
won, it
my
was
God.
2011. They've lost penalty shootouts each of the last 2 tournaments.
What is
Even
Bielsa's
the
legacy?
quarterfinal round after scoreless draws through 90 minutes.
If
Kinda
if
feels
he
this
didn't
one's
win
headed
anything,
that way.
just like
Unless we get something off a set
or
piece
DZ.
or
That one's going to
Maybe a
find
moment
Hendrick. He's
here.
got a little bit of space. He's
Hendrick on the
options
counter?
either side. Hendrick
Nah.
wanted to take that one himself, and he's crowded off it. Caceres and Jimenez do the job. Brazil hunt, win it back. Hendrick once more on Ugarte. Couldn't quite get that ball under control. And that'll be whistled for a foul against Brazil.
Foul from Bruno Guimaraes. Well, I mean, I haven't really been following Bielsa, if I'm being honest. Neymar is washed, brother. Yo, what's up, NJ? We need that goalkeeper from Netherlands, man. That guy's clutch. NJ, at this point, just give me anyone over Ter Stegen, man.
His moments have been few and far between in this
Bro,
game.
did you see the video that I posted on X? The comparison video between Magnon and Ter Stegen? The same save. The same save from the same distance.
players in the box at the back post.
Ter Stegen gets beat and Magnon doesn't.
That one just needs to be hit.
Like, I want Argentina to
Goal
win this
towards
tournament,
the
but I'll
far
root
post
for
instead
Canada
of
because I'm from
shooting
Canada just for the semis.
25, 30 yards out.
Okay.
Now he's capable of scoring from that
I get that.
distance, but that time it was one of the few times players are really
I won't,
timing
but
on the ball
you
here.
can do that, Jay.
Just a bending ball.
You
in
can't
behind it with
compare
pace would have made a
Bielsa's
really
career to
difficult
De
decision
Zerbi.
for Allison and his goal.
Brazil yet to make a substitution. Uruguay have made
Honestly, I haven't been keeping track of either, to be honest. Neymar washed. Every time people say he's washed, but has 51% of Brazil's GA since 2014 after every injury. They call him washed, but always does so good, unlike that system player Vinny called next Neymar.
Maybe the referee is saying he would have given it as a free kick for Brazil.
Argentina game in New Jersey, the crowd gonna be crazy. Every single game in which Argentina is playing has been sold out. Literally. Can't believe Garnacho could possibly win the Copa. Well, I mean, let's hope he does. Let's hope Garnacho does win.
That's not a foul.
Foul from Nandes.
That one is. Nandes goes down. João Gomes will receive the yellow card.
Wow.
That's where a lot of the duels have been, though.
He doesn't take football seriously anymore. You can see that. See, I think if Neymar wasn't,
midfielders on yellow cards,
you know,
easy for me to say.
Oof.
But that was a pretty late tackle.
Yeah.
I was surprised that wasn't going to be a yellow until it was.
Neymar's what, 32, 33? He still has a lot of years left in the tank, you know. But moving to Saudi this early, I think he's called it. That'd be a great finalissima, Spain versus Argentina. That'd be so entertaining.
Got around Valverde with that second touch and then mishit the back heel.
So he's been doing it, but he's undeniably talented, and his play style isn't reliant on pace like other Brazilians nowadays. I think as soon as Neymar loses that pace, he's gonna turn into, you know, like a 10, and that's what he's been doing in these past couple of years. If you've been watching Neymar, Neymar has been less and less a left winger, and he's become more of a 10.
And then Hendrick is actually whistled for a foul.
Araujo and Pedri injured? Yes, RDS. Unfortunately, both have been injured. We don't know how long Araujo is going to be out for, but we do know that Pedri is going to be out for roughly a month. Saudi players have been cooking in the Euros. Kante, for example. Kante's a beast, bro. In every team, you want a player like Kante, man. A player who can just run, can press, win every ball, be good on the ball. Man, Kante's such a good player. When Neymar left PSG, he should have joined the team in Serie A, Bayern Munich, to be honest.
But he's on a yellow card from a few minutes ago, who was withdrawn.
He should have. Neymar should have, you know, continued competing in Europe. But I think that loss in the World Cup, you know, that hurt him. And I think mentally he checked out. He checked out. He said, you know what? And then Saudi Arabia come immediately after. They offer you the bag. They say, here, €1 billion, which is crazy. And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna you know, be angry at Neymar for taking the bag, because at the end of the day, this is a job for them. You know, not all players, they want to chase the legacy. And I think maybe Neymar realized it. Like, hey, I've already reached the point where I haven't fulfilled my potential, and so let me just secure my future.
Again, you hear Bielsa yelling.
I was saying, come on, Darwin.
And I completely understand why some fans are upset about.
Too much space on the ball for.
Bro, City before going for Doku, we're trying to get Neymar.
Running at such a high intensity all the time.
A ton of teams were being linked with Neymar. If Kante wins the Euros, he's completed football. Yeah.
You look at his career, he's not won that many titles.
The only thing that's missing from Kante's like drawer is individual awards. But then again, I'm not gonna hold it against Kante. Like, Kante plays in a as a CDM. You know.
Something Alexi talks about so often. Be on that podium, have the confetti falling, be raising the trophy. Nandes wins the header away.
Exactly. I'm not bashing him. He's still a good footballer, but he doesn't just want to play in the highest level anymore. And that's fine.
Only as far
you know?
as Rafinha. Pocket top blocked. Second chance, try to reset it wide, intercepted. And now Pelistri trying to escape. Crowded off into the middle. Pocket top beaten that one by Valverde. That's Araujo furthest forward. Eder Militao's the defender. He'll wrap him up. Couldn't hold it. Comes back inside. Betancourt just on the field. Darwin Nunez. Marquinhos couldn't step in. He's able to hold it up. It's Pelistri now. Back into the middle of the field. Referee got to get out of the way. Now recycle it wide.
Some good play right there. When you look at it, the amount of sponsorship money he gets, though, he could have bagged a Scudetto or Bundesliga, but at the same time, the game is game.
Promising moments that look
See,
like
but at
they're
the
going
same
to come to
time,
something, but it's
Neymar
been
has
the
already
end
won
product
plenty of
of
La Ligas.
decision-making, the
The
final
thing is,
ball,
like,
the finish.
a
So a whole lot
Scudetto or
of good in the
Bundesliga wouldn't
middle part
have
of the
moved
field,
the
but then
needle
the
in
final
regards of
third, that's
legacy.
where
You know, a
they're
World
just
Cup would,
lacking that
a
killer
Copa
edge right
America
now,
would,
and
another
even then, when they
Champions
had an
League would.
advantage,
You know,
passes a little bit under hit,
and then when you
Brazil
think
getting
about it,
back
what the only
defensively,
teams
can't get
who,
the shot
no,
off,
at this point in
work it
time
around
can
to Nandes,
realistically
and then the ball
compete for that
comes into
Champions League,
box,
you're
and
looking
just
at
goes
Real
straight
Madrid.
out for a goal
You're looking
kick.
at City.
It's going to
You
be a
know,
foul from Jimenez.
Joe Gomez, who was banged up. It's Vinicius
Real Madrid,
Jr.
I doubt he would go
opening
to, as he's been in
star-studded
Barcelona,
VIP
and
box
Man
that he's sitting
City.
in, hoping that he can
Would he
get
work
back
under
out
Pep?
there for a semifinal Wednesday
A
night.
CDM will never win an individual award. Just look at Rodri.
And he was coming off
Rodri has been
his
class.
breakout
Rodri has
performance
been absolutely class.
for Brazil. A guy that's always struggled to be the Vini Jr.
You know, and he's among the best players in the
Real
world.
Madrid when he puts on the Canary
Does
yellow,
Conte have
scored
any
twice
iconic
against
moments,
Paraguay,
though?
was all over the field.
It's an
Picked up his
unappreciated
second
role.
yellow card in the
True.
group stage early against Colombia.
100%.
Threw his arms up into the face of James
You know,
Rodriguez, and that's why
Like,
he's
you
watching
need
this one in the stands.
a pivot and a CDM in order to win championships.
Now that's
You know, otherwise you're just not balanced.
one of the few
But when you think
Brazilian-based
about iconic
players
moments-
on Brazil's roster who's down hurt, he was put back into the lineup ahead of Wendell at left back tonight.
I don't know. And then none come to mind. Didn't Brazil win it? No, didn't Neymar win a Copa America when Brazil won?
Or his right hand, rather.
No,
Yeah, he just stepped on
when
him
Brazil
again.
won in 2019, Neymar wasn't in the Copa America squad. I believe he was injured.
Oh, that's a good
Yamal is the
wave.
next face of Adidas. Well, they're trying to compare him to Gulera and Endrick. How crazy is that? And starting for Spain and Barcelona, their best player. People are always going to do that. People are going to compare. Rodri is his closest to Busi, even though not at the same level. Yeah.
Arana steps back in to win that back up from the throw.
Busquets
Rodrigo has it
was
wide, cuts it
the
inside.
all-timer midfield
At least
CDM,
with
the best
challenge,
CDM to ever play the
Savinho is
game.
preparing to come on for Brazil as their
Rodri
first substitution of the night.
Is amazing, fantastic. Today, the best in the world in his
Rodrigo turns it
position.
inside. Chopped down
But
from
people who
behind. Free
compare the
kick
two
coming,
just
yellow
like,
card shown.
why? He just does all the small things in the
couldn't
best way
believe
possible,
that.
so no iconic moments for Conte. As a CDM, what iconic moments can come up? Maybe a goal of like a header, a long shot, a clutch
Oh, Rodrigo's
tackle,
still down on the field.
a clutch assist.
Oh, pretty clear yellow
Oh,
there. You see how he catches his right leg. And he's had a tough time with Rodrigo in the second
that
half.
could
His
potentially be red right there for
just
Nandes.
intensity that he's been bringing 1v1, and Nandes trying to get physical with him as well to
That could be a red.
keep him further away from the goal. But that one was late. Even if he feels he got a slight touch on the ball, he clearly catches him right on that right ankle.
Rodrigo's
Wow.
still down and getting looked at.
Rodri is
Just
practically a
watch his-
clone of Busquets
the right
in
ankle
the
here
way they
is
play. It's just
Nandes
Rodri is
is
better
in.
at goal scoring,
Oh,
Busquets is
boy.
better at everything else. I agree.
That's a borderline red card challenge right there.
And this is giving Guillermo Pacheco of Mexico time to look at it, the video assistant referee. Carvajal Jr. is making the point to Ivan Bartol, the
Yeah.
fourth official, and here we
Oh
go.
my God, he's
So
actually gonna go
Jimenez
look
has
and send him
seen
off.
enough to call referee Dario Herrera over to see whether that should be
Red.
a red card.
'Cause it was a
Potential
pretty
red for
straight
Nunes?
leg,
I think so.
and The way in which he catches Rodrigo, look at that, yeah. When I saw that first replay from behind, I was thinking, wow, yeah. I would not be surprised. I think this should be a red card. Absolutely. That's an ankle. That's a potential ankle breaking tackle.
Dr. Joe Maktic, our rules analyst, former FIFA match commissioner. What say you?
Let's look at this.
Absolutely, John and Stu. It's a straight leg with excessive force. The knee is not bent. In my opinion, this is a red card foul, and I expect the referee to.
Yeah, I think
award
that's
the
gonna be a red card.
after
Yeah, that's a
reviewing
red.
This angle.
That's a red right there.
And you see there, Dario Herrera continuing to look.
Yeah, this is. Gonna
That's
be
a red. That's a red.
He's waiting to see if his microphone's going to turn on to make the announcement.
What's going to happen here?
Yeah, he's saying the player
Okay, no yellow, red card.
So Nahitan Nandez is done.
Yeah, that's a red card. Yeah, that has to be a red.
Final 20 minutes, including stoppage time, down a man.
Okay, so Uruguay, for the next 20 minutes, are going to be playing with a man down.
And the key words that Dr. Joe used there that they consider in this type of situation is...
That's a red. That's a red. That's got to be a red. One thing for sure for Spain is that they will produce technical players. When you look at the future of Spain, it will consist every team except Madrid.
Greg Berhalter said this too. It's a different tournament. It's wonderful that Uruguay had a perfect group stage and won all 3 games and blew past their opponents. Well, now they're in a fight to survive because they're down to 10 men.
Brazil still won't score. Adam, things are going into your advantage.
Had gotten away with quite a few calls with no cards. He's still arguing, but it's time to leave the field. And I'm interested to see.
He's going to be, if Uruguay passes, he's not going to be playing.
Does he push it?
Good for Uruguay. There's no extra time. 100%.
Go a little bit more attacking and try to win this game in regulation and not allow it to go to a penalty shootout.
And Uruguay have Guillermo.
If Uruguay lose this game, Nandez is going to be like so beaten up.
Even though it'll be just their 4th change they've made in total. We'll see who they pull off.
All right.
Is going to walk through the Brazilian technical area.
That's a red, though.
Way to the locker room.
Are the reds only for a match ban or a 2-match? No, and I believe in the Copa America it's only for 1 match. So when Uruguay finish this match, and they do go through, it's...
Rodrigo blocked by the wall. They're shouting for a handball. Referee says no. Cleared away. So Brazil the man advantage. Still Savinho is not on the field. They want to make the sub.
I believe Nandez would be able to play the final. Nandez, for a quick glance, I thought it was Rooney for a second.
Betancourt carrying forward. It's coming to him now. Darwin Nunez all by himself. He's running to daylight now. And he's chopped down. That's not a foul. Uruguay bench going ballistic now.
Uruguay, they're just going to have to hold. Hold for the next 14 minutes.
Pelistri is filling in at right back right now. A wild final 14 minutes.
Pelistri at right back.
Danilo clips it forward. Rafinha around the outside. It's missed by Oliveira. And luckily for him, Cáceres was on the scene. It's out for a Brazil throw. They're preparing a triple substitution.
This Brazil squad, 88 man, big bin.
Douglas Luiz is going to come on. Andreas Pereira is going to come on.
It's kind of what Uruguay expected he might do.
2 changes now to use this last window.
2 attacking substitutions.
You don't want to leave it to penalties. And of course, penalties are a skill in the way in which you go about it. And it's a different type of skill, though. But if you feel right now you have the man advantage, go for it. Go and try and win the game. And that looks like it.
Yeah. But Brazil right now, they have to go for the match. Bring on your attacking players.
For Uruguay, Jorge Keta will come on. It was
be aggressive.
Off for Varela. So
maybe take off a midfielder, bring on an attacker.
Right back. And Darwin Nunez, 7 straight games with a goal. Didn't score against the U.S. Had the wonderful look in this game. The free header bounced off his shoulder.
Finally, some subs. Carvajal in the Spain-Germany game took one for the team. Bro, Carvajal just forgot about the ball, and he just basically RKO'd Musiala. He completely forgot about the ball. Good thing Argentina football is on the rise. I think Argentina can win 3 to 5 Copa Americas. Well, I mean, what happened here? Transmission.
Danilo ready to restart us.
See, the thing is, in Copa America, new teams and new players always are going to emerge, you know? I'm sensing a sucker punch from Uruguay against Brazil. Oh! So, Sake, you're saying a late goal from Uruguay. Carvajal was going to miss anyways if he didn't get the... Yeah, true.
Lucas Paquetá.
like Carvajal, he just uses his like, hey, there's no point in
Militao.
me not committing
For
another
Danilo.
foul if I'm already gonna miss the next one.
Paquetá, Uruguay's
Musiala does
pushing
so
the
much on the
pressure a
field.
little bit
If he
forward.
crossed
Now they
it,
hold
game could have been over. Think Carvajal, yeah, that's a huge intervention from Carvajal.
Guimaraes under some pressure from Tejas Keta. Rafinha just recycles it.
Got to keep width, though, Brazil. Have to keep some width. Danilo's hanging out on that right side. Uruguay doing a great job still closing down the gaps, but settling deeper and deeper.
Rafinha. Paquetá nowhere to go.
It's essentially a back line of 6.
But you're right, they are just
right
kind of
now
walking it up here closer and closer as this goes back and forth.
But Brazil haven't created anything. Now they're just getting started with this possession and everything that they've got here, but
Rodrigo not on the same page with Rafinha.
Rafinha come inside, and it'll be interesting to see what the dynamic looks like once these 3 subs get in, because they'll have had a lot of conversations with the coaching staff about what he wants, he being Dorival Jr., and the way in which he feels he can break down this defense.
No, I mean, for Uruguay, counter-attacking, you're going to have to be using pace.
Wide for Rafinha.
Is Jesus Navas Rodriguez Mbappe?
Rafinha crossing in, a punch from Rochet.
Bro, Jesus Navas, 38-year-old Jesus Navas versus Mbappe. That's gonna be something crazy. Neymar was sleeping during the Brazil game with his 2 kids. Mother Brazil.
Uruguay trying to hold on with 10 men.
Oh, bro, that's modern football right there. Who would win, Messi versus Suarez? I said Suarez because of his teeth. Valid.
Rafinha into the middle. Rodrigo swept
Nice,
away.
Rodrigo.
That it should be a goal kick, and it is. The referee agrees.
This is terrific from Valverde, just sniffing the danger here and coming on the weak side to put that one out. Ends up getting contact off of Rodrigo to put it behind for a goal kick, as Rochet is down behind the plate.
Rafinha is off. Lucas Paquetá is off.
Paquetá off as well. What do you think of Argentina bringing Julian Alvarez and potentially Otamendi for the Olympics?
For Brazil are withdrawn.
I think that's perfectly fine. Julian Alvarez and Otamendi potentially having an opportunity to win more silver for Argentina. Suarez dives a lot though. He's got the funniest dives.
And Douglas Luiz.
Bro, every single time he dives, bro, he acts like he's been shot.
Uruguay's out of subs.
Bro, it's the funniest thing. In other words, Uruguayers are dead. Hey, who knows?
He's made 2 saves tonight.
10 minutes left and then penalties.
Total.
This would be significant, and the players don't always know the sub windows and how many subs have come on in a moment. I wonder if at what point he's going to figure out here that, hey, we're out of subs. You're gonna have to play on regardless. He could also be trying to milk some time off the clock here and just take his time and give Uruguay a bit of a break. They've been defending ever since Nandes went off the field with that red card.
And Rochet doesn't necessarily get headlines. He plays in Brazil for Internacional.
Bro, crazy. Look at Endrick, bro. You can tell that he's a teenager. If Argentina wins the Olympics, Julian Alvarez, that guy just won everything. Penalty kick challenge.
Some nervous faces in sky blue.
Until they bench Vinny, I ain't supporting Brazil for a long time. I'll never support Brazil.
It looks like, yeah, he just had some contact with his left leg on his team.
That's just to play against one game calls again. Nah, man. That's that PR.
The Copa America semifinals begin Tuesday in FS1 in New Jersey. Argentina, the reigning champions, in a rematch of the opening match a couple of weeks ago.
Oh my God! On Tuesday.
On Canada. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on FS1. So keep an eye on Rochet.
Wait, why didn't call it that goalkeeper from that touchdown? Nope. No, I believe what's his name again? Fuck. Oh.
Savini around the outside, trying to cross for Endrick, had it blocked. Body to body, it's still in play.
I know who you're talking about. I just forgot.
And that's last off him for a Uruguay throw.
It starts with an M, I think. Malceda? No.
That was Ugarte back there again, tracking back. As Vinny Jr. continues to watch on, and boy, I'm sure he'd love to be out there.
Squad.
Especially with Uruguay.
Muslera. There you go, Muslera. Fernando Muslera.
Ugarte has been all over the place in this game, and actually now in the current
There we
system
go.
that they're playing, he's essentially slotted back into being more of a center back.
I am
between
Neymar.
The other two Uruguayan center backs, making that a back five.
Muslera. Something like that.
Hendrick, great first touch, turns it inside. Hendrick on the deck and down to make his third save of the game is Sergio Rochet.
His first couple of steps are so fast to be able to turn out of pressure as he picks this one up there. That first touch inside, the acceleration away from Cáceres, and doesn't get all of it. You could see his frustration after that strike. Looked like he took just a touch of the ground before he hit it.
You Argentine, I understand, but I like Brazil. Neymar made me love Brazil, but he's now gone.
Between these nations, that was the last time they
And
played
you know
Copa
that's
America
gonna happen
was
in every generation.
2007, a second consecutive penalty shootout win.
You
in a
had
semifinal for Brazil.
Pele. You had R9,
Savinho,
Ronaldinho,
double team,
Neymar.
taking off the ball.
Each generation
There's Keita.
just
Great
making
tackle by Douglas
people
Luiz,
fall in love with the
picked up by
sport.
Maxi Araujo, who is then fouled.
Are you serious?
Brazil will make their final two substitutions.
That guy never
have
left
to wonder
Galatasaray. Man,
How
enjoy the
much of this
tertiary.
is with penalties in mind.
Wait.
Gabriel Martinelli played just 7 minutes in the opener, hasn't played since. Evan Nielsen, who has not played at all in this tournament and has only one appearance in his career, both preparing to come on. 5 minutes plus stoppage time away from a penalty shootout to see who plays Colombia Wednesday night of the semifinal. There's Keita. Might have been a mishit off his foot, but it's knotted back in before Marquinhos sends it away. Header back into the middle. Crash of bodies. Andres Pereira commits a foul. Free
Who's
kick
going to be
for
taking the penalties for
Uruguay.
Uruguay?
Bad decision there because Araujo
Now
is
that,
looking for this foul as soon as he picks it up, and he knows he's got bodies around him. He knows they're down.
Do you bring
him,
on
he
Luis
knows they're in the
Suarez?
attacking part of the field. And Pereira, who's
Wait,
just
wait,
on the field,
there are no subs left.
just makes a bad decision to jump up there and look, any contact, you see, look, I'm going down. He knows what he's doing. This is a good spot for a set piece.
We're only 3 to 4 years away from seeing Cristiano and Messi's son signing their first professional contract.
Some attackers at the top side of the box.
Imagine if they're still playing by then. Is Aguero still old enough yet? I don't think Aguero wants to become a professional footballer, though.
Rodrigo and Bruno Guimaraes are off for Evan Nielsen. And
Uruguay used to have
Brazil
Lopez,
was
Godin, Forlan.
Gareth
Yeah.
might fancy this one from distance. He might try to hammer it, but I feel like the smarter option would be to try to work this, but they're keeping everybody back. So this leads me to believe they're going to let him strike this from direct.
Alisson has made one save tonight.
Yeah, just have faith they take the shot.
For Flamengo, has played most of his career in Brazil. Or is he going to hand that one off? It's Valverde. It takes a touch off the wall to Uruguay corner.
It's probably the best case scenario for them outside of a goal, that they win a corner, everybody's still up. It's a long way out. It'd take a lot to beat Alisson from there. He already had a jump on it to that side.
I always liked Mascherano. Mascherano was so underrated. I remember that tackle in the 2014 World Cup against the Dutch in the semifinal. Bro, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. That guy put it all on the line.
There's Keita, out swinging ball, header one to the top of the box. Valverde trying to cycle it around. Valverde trying to go back to it for There's Keita. Andres Pereira got an important block. Savinho bowled over from behind by Cáceres.
Such a smart foul. Just the way he does it too, so nonchalantly, how he just slightly goes into Savinho's back. Oh, it's now a player's down off the ball. Pereira.
What happened here? With Messi's kids, I think the youngest one will be the most successful, while the second one, he will win trophies once they won club. I don't know. Like I don't want to put expectations on Messi's kids because you know, even if they want to become professional, like
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
That's what Rodrigo Betancourt was saying. 90 seconds plus stoppage time. Are we going to see 3 penalty shootouts in our 4 quarterfinals, or can Brazil win this in normal time? Wide it comes. That's a substitute. Gabriel Martinelli rides one challenge. Couldn't get through the second. Clearance back into the middle of the field. And Militao picks it up. Douglas Luiz has it now.
come on, just 3 minutes remaining,
Andreas Pereira couldn't
and then
control.
Uruguay will be able to close it
Again.
down.
That's Betancourt, and he just felt the contact, goes down on the heap.
Watchalong was forced to play center back, was so good at it. And even in the Argentine national team, the manager even played him in as a CDM sometimes.
Lost a penalty shootout in their last 2 Copa America quarterfinals.
Uruguay, if you win, tell Messi I love
It's a very
him.
different team, though. Brazil.
Now that's iconic moment even for defender. Yeah, as a defender, you can have so many iconic moments. You look at Puyol, good and bad. You know, you have good that basically last man ditch like clearance with his chest. You know, where he saves it with no goalkeeper, and you know bad when Di Maria absolutely cooks him.
Rochet has never been in a penalty shootout for Uruguay. He's been in a few.
Argentina had Di Michelis, Garay, fucking Biglia, Enzo Perez, Lavezzi. Solid squad, and then there's that Higuain. Bro, I never forgive Higuain, man. But also, Manuel Neuer should have been sent off in the 2014 World Cup, man. He should have been sent off. 5 minutes of added time. All right, boys. Conceição looks like he has a bright future, though. Is he the starter? I think so. He's the son of Cerro Conceição, I believe. He technically is a DM, but he was always the emergency to Busquets. But he was also the main center back for a bit too. See, the thing is, like,
is there anything in your mind that would say
Mascherano, I believe he started as a CDM, but because Busquets was there, you had
trying to go maybe with a bit of the momentum.
You had to play him as a center back because no one was going to replace Busquets in that role.
10 minutes or so.
Why are the American commentators trying to us towards the penalties in that game? Someone to score. Someone can score, but it's unlikely because Uruguay they're defending with all 10 players. So it's going to be hard.
On the field, so some fresh legs on both sides.
It was an important touch on the outside by Maxi Araujo to steer that pass away. I wonder how much Luis Suarez would love to be out there to take a penalty as he continues to watch.
Well, can almost guarantee the penalties will be more entertaining than much of the soccer we've seen, or lack thereof. This has been a boxing match, and
we are in Vegas. It is Saturday night.
Yeah.
Played long. There's Cayeta. Takes a bit of a bump there on the edge of the box. Allison comes to get it. Jeremy Arana had a hard time controlling that cleanly. Douglas Luiz trying to lead Brazil forward. And he just gets
look at that foul.
Valverde. Marquinhos.
Yeah, precisely, yeah.
Douglas Luiz.
All right, let's see, boys. Only a couple minutes left in the match.
Arana. Gabriel Martinelli. Jeremy Arana.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go. Marquinhos rolls
Boys, are we going into penalties or are we going to have a late winner?
Hanley barely did.
Or are we going to have a late winner?
Misplayed pass. Brazil forced all the way back. Good running by Araujo. Andreas Pereira wants it. Marquinhos instead sweeps it forward towards Savinho, wins the header. It's behind the target in the middle.
Oh, good clearance.
Now Brazil just trying to keep it and not give it away. Araujo just beaten to that by a sliding Marquinhos as we're halfway through stoppage time.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, boys. If this current Argentina squad existed back then, the amount of international trophies Messi could have won. If Dibu was in the Argentine national team so much earlier, Argentina, they could.
From one side of the field to the other.
Things could have been drastically different, man.
Chance to cross. Martinelli. That was blocked. Out for a throw. Inside the final 2 minutes. Torino Jr. looking on, pacing nervously. Said this is not a defining moment for this team. Can they make it one, though? Marquinhos to the far side. Knocked out wide.
It's not Argentina's squad. It's that they were more united. Got a better keeper and manager, to be honest. But I would say the players, too. You know? Like, as a collective, Argentina are just better.
And now Uruguay have a man down on the far side of the field. They're already playing with 10. Matias Oliveira is down. They're going to have to limp through this with 9 for the final minute.
Right there, they're just wasting time. What's this?
Three saves tonight for Rochet.
That Argentine keeper is good, but he's taunting.
Send it forward as high and as
That's
far
part
as
of the
he can.
game, you know.
Trying to put Marquinhos off, but good concentration to win the header. Valverde crashing through.
Suarez, Neymar, Dibu, Vini, all of these players do it.
Brazil have 30 seconds. If they don't want to go
For
to
Brazil,
penalty
how
shootout,
bad the
this is their
downfall
last
was.
chance to take advantage of the
They can't
extra man.
produce. Yeah, they
and
can't
try to
play
find a winning goal.
Jogo Bonito.
Andres Pereira
I know,
is going
man.
to walk it forward. And we're not even going to reach 5 minutes. Well, that's interesting.
There we go, boys. Penalties.
But we will now go to a penalty shootout to decide this Copa America quarterfinal
All right.
here in Las Vegas, which finishes scoreless between Uruguay and Brazil.
0-0. Zero zero, boys. FIFA said you can't taunt the players on penalties. No, that's true. Like, you can, but some players still do it. Remember Sergio Romero? He was actually pretty. Yeah, he was. And what did I say? Hey, it's going to penalties. Who knows? Anything can happen. Anything can happen in penalties. Brazil are such bums. Haven't had a shot on target since the red. Is the Argentina and Uruguay people similar in ethnicity? Yeah, I would say so. Obviously, like, some differences, but pretty similar in culture and everything. All right, boys. Who do you guys fancy in penalty shootouts? Is Uruguay going through, or is Brazil going through? Alisson or Rochette? Who's saving the penalties? I ain't calling it because I'm gonna jinx it. Hey, jinx it. You can jinx it. I thoroughly enjoy the penalties when Argentina don't. Bro, me too. It's like, whenever my team is not involved in the penalty shootouts, I actually enjoy it. But as soon as my team or my nation is involved, I'm like, and my heart is beating at like 1,000,000 miles per hour. Even Victor Valdez died. Oh my god. And United then joined. Yeah. Bro, that red card from Nandes. Brazil wins this. Was the best way for them to get a win against Uruguay. A 0-0. Wow. One of these two teams is going home. I'm calling Brazil because of Alisson. Okay, that's a solid shout. Solid show. Brazil to go through.
Of any team this tournament.
There we go.
Yeah, like you said, it wasn't the most exciting game to watch, especially in the second
I'm still going
half.
Uruguay. I said Uruguay.
No team really
I'm
got
sticking
in
with
the rhythm,
Uruguay.
and
Brazil going
the
through the
penalties.
penalties.
You kind of predicted and expected that Uruguay
You
was
could
going
say-
to come in here and disrupt, try to force Brazil into making mistakes, but
Valverde
Clint, it
PK
was a-
miss. Oh
it was
my
a bit
god.
painful to watch. These two top teams, you'd love to see some quality play from
Nah,
them.
I think Valverde
These are two of
puts
the
in at
best
like
teams
top
in the
bins.
world, and there was no flow, there was no beauty. I mean, a lot of it, let's be honest, was kind of disgraceful.
Come on, Rochette.
Somebody's got to win, but if they could both lose after this performance, specifically this performance, I wouldn't mind it. But not one, as we say, that we are going to put in the time capsule.
41 combined fouls. That is the most of this tournament. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a
Victor
couple
Valverde
fouls
was actually
during
good at the
that
same time he
this
hit
one
it
is
like
gone.
goalkeeper.
But again, we've seen penalties now multiple times in both tournaments. It's not a coin toss.
hey, we might get a few goals finally.
Yeah, but you gotta now after that game, you gotta put that 90 minutes away, and mentally you gotta be ready to go. And it's a skill, and it's an acquired skill, and they will have practiced it. And as Stu Holden will tell you, it's mental as much as it is physical. Actually, more than it is physical.
Sergio
Yeah, it's a
Rocha,
100%
keeper
mental.
for Uruguay.
I hope Uruguay win, but Alisson
For
too good.
Brazil.
How is that Nilo
You guys see
Brazil
the
captain, not
advantage in the
Alisson?
nets with either one of those?
I have no
Pretty
idea.
Pretty straight. I mean,
Is it
there's
caps?
a lot of substitutions on both sides, though, in the second half. So, is Endrick going to step up as a
Can you imagine
17-year-old?
if they let the 17-year-old take one?
It's a big one.
You can see he's looking around,
Some young
pointing.
penalty takers on the Brazilian side for sure. Sabinho as well.
You always want to go first in
Third
penalty shootouts.
quarterfinal to go
Hey,
directly
there
to
we have
penalties
it.
here at the Copa
Pineapple.
America.
Rafinha Ballon
Argentina
d'Or.
survived on penalties. Canada did it yesterday. And now
Let's see
one
who is
of
better,
these two
Dibu or
nations
Alisson?
will move on to the semifinals courtesy of
Valverde,
in
first
penalties.
penalty
Will it be
taker
Uruguay? Will it be
for
Brazil?
Uruguay.
The call, once again, we take
They
you
went from
back
Thiago
live
Silva to Danilo.
Las Vegas. John Strong and Stu Holden, guys.
And Rob,
I
what
mean,
administrative
Neymar had the
what
10 and now they
players are
went in
having to be
with
celebrated
Rodrigo.
right now.
Debo did well in the pens playing against the Ecuadorians, but those pens were so bad as well.
Brazil will not
Hey,
be
but that second
10
penalty,
to go
wait,
to
was it?
match the
Yeah,
10
that second
Uruguay
penalty,
have available
bro.
because of the red
How
card.
Debo got his left hand and he just was able
And you're
to
making the
block
point
it.
there. I mean, as we think about
That's just
this in
that was just
context of
crazy.
The United States going forward, sometimes this is what it takes if you want to win.
All right, boys.
Game, make a semifinal, a big tournament.
Penalties.
Love it. All have loved that this was just a beautiful display of jogo bonito and attacking soccer play, but
Rodrigo only has the
once
10
intensity was
temporarily,
set by Uruguay,
even though Rodrigo's
Brazil
good.
realized, hey, look, this how we're gonna have to win this game. We're gonna have to match that, and we've seen that across all of these matches. Ecuador doing the same against Argentina, making life difficult for them, and them having to go the distance and ultimately to penalties. This is what it takes in the knockout stages, and now here we are in the penalty kicks and the pressure and everything that goes into it. One of the big things we've seen recently also is the goal.
I doubt Valverde's gonna miss this. I have faith that he puts it. You guys have beef with the Uruguayans, right? When it comes to football, like the Brazil rivalry, or you guys good with them? There is a rivalry there, but not as big as the one against Brazil.
Alisson didn't make a save in
You
the
know?
World Cup. He did make a save in the 2019 Copa America. Brazil won on penalties in the quarterfinal on their way to the title. Federico Valverde.
Valverde with the first kick of the game.
First and
Straight into the corner. That's a brilliant penalty.
Talk so often about the first penalty really setting the tone for your team.
That's a
And
huge
Valverde, I thought
penalty.
He went just a step quick after that whistle. He was ready to go, but made no
Nah,
mistake
even if he
about it.
misses, he's gonna break the
Penalty
goalkeeper's
really just
hand.
Picked his corner, doesn't care what the keeper's doing, and he's just gonna hammer it. It was
And now
perfectly in
Militao,
net.
both Real Madrid players going first.
Sergio Rochette, as good as he's been, has not been in a shootout with Uruguay. His 2 wins with his club. He lost a shootout in March with his club in Brazil, despite making 1 save.
And a center back, interestingly enough, for Brazil going first here in Militao.
Eder Militao tore his ACL in the season opener for Real Madrid in August. Missed 7 months, didn't play for Brazil for an entire year. And he's been on the bench in the knockout stages at the last 2 Copa America
That was a
tournaments.
fantastic pen.
He's on the field
Yeah, it
now,
was.
and he will
This
take the
bottom
first
left-hand
penalty
corner,
for
even if the
Brazil.
goalkeeper guesses the right way, he's not
There,
getting
too, and how
there.
he put the ball back and
Just too much pace on the ball. Militao?
Save!
Oh, saved. Rochette. Oh my God.
Yeah, he
That's
just
a
didn't look
huge
confident
save.
when he put the ball back down on the spot, and then he backed up and he replaced it. That little stutter step on his run up, and Rochette just
Oh my God.
anticipated,
Brazil
got a good
losing.
look at his body and his run up and his shape on that, and gets that great save across his body.
Rodrigo Betancourt next up.
Brazil to lose 2 straight penalty shootouts. Oh my gosh. Fed is the one I always like in Madrid when it comes to next generation players.
In the 4th round of the
I wish Federico Valverde played for Barca.
He takes now in the 2nd
Betancourt. Come on. Spurs player. Oh my God. Just clean. Clean up. Just no nonsense. Bottom right hand corner. Keeper can't do anything about it.
Really good, calm process there. And Alisson,
Calm.
he was waiting to try to see where Betancourt was going to go, and then went a step too late. And you'll just see there, now he's getting the push off, but it's too late. Ball's already in the corner. 2 good penalties.
There you go. Those penalties were clean.
Andreas Pereira just
You guys have more Copa America? Yes, we do. Both Uruguay and Brazil are tied for the most all-time Copa Americas.
Come on,
Okay.
get in your net here. He's delaying, but this is again a part of trying to get in the head of the attacking player now to throw him off his rhythm.
Okay.
He's gonna dance around
Pereira.
Rochette.
Hey, Brazil missed this. Nah.
Just in that bottom corner from Andreas Pereira.
There we go. Huge penalty.
Yeah, that's a good penalty because he disguises it well. You see at the last minute, he comes across his body to send Rochette the wrong way. Good disguise and where he was going to place that
That's
ball.
a huge pen. Did Suarez play? Suarez did not play. Alisson, do something before this watching.
In Brazil.
Oh my God.
Brazil's former manager.
What's happening here?
And he's been team of the season in the Brazilian league for the last 5 years.
Oh my God, these penalties from Uruguay. They're such great pens.
These are hard for the keeper to stop when it's that high. Of course,
Yeah,
they're running the risk
they're like
to
perfect.
just kiss the crossbar
They have the
as
perfect
well.
pace, perfect
You'll see
like
Alisson goes the right
locate.
way.
Yeah, you can't do
There's
anything
no
about that
way
pen.
He's getting his hand up to that, especially unless he's taking a huge leap. It's a really tough spot for the goalkeeper. Great penalty.
Yeah.
Douglas Luiz went 2 years between
Yeah,
games
cold from
played for
Uruguay,
Brazil
cold.
until he was brought back in November.
Douglas
Off
Luiz.
a career season at Aston Villa. He'll be joining Juventus once
Even
the tournament ends. He's
All right,
trying to
boys.
keep Brazil just one away here.
Come on.
Oh, stare down right now with Rochette too, and he's not even moved.
Oh, that's
Ivan
stare
Tony
down.
Franklin, right? Didn't even look at the ball. Just stare down the goalkeeper.
Come on. If you miss this,
Off the
no.
post.
Now he had the long
Brazil
snap
are out.
with Rochette
Brazil
he's
are out.
his gloves before. He's watching him the whole way, but then he committed to it.
No way.
Just overcooked it, brought it way too far across his body off the post.
Alisson has to save it. Alisson
Huge
has to
chance
save it.
for Uruguay now. to push
Alisson.
their ticket to the semifinal.
Jose Jimenez. Bro, Vinny's done. Goodbye, Brazil. Ha- That's it. Come on. Come on. Alisson, you have to save it. Alisson. Alisson, you have to save it. Jose Jimenez. Is he going to send Uruguay to... No! Saved by Alisson. There we go. Brazil are still alive.
For Brazil. What a save it is, but it's not the best
Still
penalty.
alive.
Gives them a chance. It's close enough to
Uruguay,
the body.
Colombia
It's not in the
final.
corner from Jimenez, and Alisson read that one
Yeah,
the
they're in the
whole
same
way.
bracket. Yo, Gabriel Martinelli has to score this. Yo, that guy looks like from Joey from Friends. Alisson showed up. He got a save. But that's not enough. Brazil, Martinelli, you need to score this?
To keep Brazil alive as a nervous Vinicius Jr. looks on in the stands here in Las Vegas.
Come on, Martinelli. You have to score this. Make it tense. Make it tense in the stadium. Oh, there you go. Come on. It's all on Alisson. They're gonna need Alisson to make a huge save.
Rochet wasn't sure of which way he was going to go, so he actually gets caught this time.
Even Joey is stressed.
Doesn't know where he's going to go. Gets a
Ugarte.
penalty.
Ugarte with the winning penalty, yes or no?
And now a chance for Ugarte, who I felt had an excellent game for Uruguay tonight.
Didn't play at the World Cup. Has never been to a Copa America. Had to wait for others in front of him to retire and make way. But Manuel
I want sudden death. Bro, me too. Ah! Ugarte. And there you go. And Uruguay beat Brazil. Bye-bye, Brazil. There you have it, boys. There you have it. Brazil knocked out Colombia versus Uruguay semifinal on Tuesday. Douglas Luiz, Militao with the missed penalties. And, you know, Suarez versus James semi. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Post-match obsession. Oh. Bro, look. Oh my God, look how devastated the Brazilian players are. The only one I feel bad for is Rafinha. Bro, look at that result, man.
At this moment for them getting to a semifinal, they're not going to see how the game was played tonight.
Oh my God, boys, there we have it. Bums of South America, Brazil, and bums of North America, the United States. I'd like Suarez to win an international trophy, but then James is such a good character. Suarez has already won an international trophy. Suarez has won the Copa America in 2011. There we go. Look at the players. Bangladesh crying for Rafinha. Wait, hold up. Let me see if I can get the audio.
Casters from Uruguay to our left.
Look at that.
Vegas, who are going absolutely bananas as we send you back to Rob Stone in Los Angeles.
Yeah, there you go, boys. A victory for Uruguay on penalties. Give it to Messi so the haters can cry again. Facts. Hey, but Adam, I told you, bro. I told you Uruguay to go through. But the story isn't done yet. But boys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Uruguay managed to beat Brazil on penalties, 4-2. Rochette with with two huge saves. Well, one huge save, and then Douglas Luiz, he misses the goal. Grandpa Bielsa's happy. Yeah, he is. He is. But job ain't done. On Wednesday, boys. Uruguay versus Colombia. Uruguay versus Colombia. Who will be advancing and facing the winner of Argentina and Canada? I will be making sure to bring you a watch along for that, guys. But guys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. And catch